Friends, welcome back to the afternoon session here at Frosty Faustings. We are down to top 48 in Guilty Gear XR Rev2. My name is Plage. I'm joined by my brother here, Sammy.
How's it going, y'all? And I'm really excited for this one. We ran through a lot of pools in the past two days, and now we're just getting to the top 48. Every one of these guys that you're going to see right now are guys that you're going to know, guys that you've seen traveling throughout the U.S., and they're here on the first U.S. stop in Arc Revo. We're going to see who is going to get their first ticket over to Arc Revo Finals.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's going to be a killer that you're going to see now. This bracket was stacked top to bottom, down to the top 48. 3 made it out of each bracket. Got a healthy amount in winner's side. Got some absolute killers on loser's side down to their last life. And right now, but speaking of killers, remember that guy who got up on the Evo stage and made a whole lot of people look bad with Elphelt? Yeah, he's here.
He's here, yeah, and he's going to be playing against Mystic. Mystic is probably the dude everybody looks at in the U.S. as the Baiken player.
Yeah.
Like, this guy, I remember last year learning of him at Frosty Faustings and then watched him improve over a year, and he has just gotten so much better. Yeah. One of the scariest players to play, not only because he is a very talented player, but because the way that he plays Baiken, it feels like he always has a chance to make a comeback. He always has a chance to ruin whatever you're trying to do. So that is going to be it. I love that sponsor picture, by the way. That is fantastic. Great logo. Both repping the United States. We got LostSoul versus Mystic coming up for you.
Yeah, letting the intros rock right off the bat here. This is a fun matchup. Of course, Elphelt, one of the most versatile characters in all Guilty Gear, can play at range, and of course is terrifying up close with that shotgun. Baiken, of course, going to be utilizing that defensive Azami stance, trying to counter anything and everything. We're going in right now.
Yeah, so we'll see how LostSoul changes up his Oki a little bit just for versus Mystic versus the Baiken, because I haven't seen this matchup all too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you have any kind of decent Oki, you're going to be wanting to alter what you do, and we see with LostSoul going right in, utilizing that shotgun command grab. Command grabs are a godsend against a character like Baiken, who has a hard parry stance.
Right, and the thing he's just trying to establish it early on. It wasn't necessarily to say like, oh, I have great positioning, because it doesn't have much reward outside of the corner.
Yeah, correct.
But he's just like, hey, I'm going to do it, so you're going to have to start thinking about it.
Yep. Nice tech on the command run into the throw. That's a really, really common Baiken tactic. That command run has armor on it. LostSoul goes in, finishes this first round off, takes a 1-round lead.
Yeah, gets to just defend on the chain, and then got the punish afterwards. Mystic thinking it's his turn, but no sir. LostSoul gets the first one.
Yep, gonna catch on a counter hit. Went for a burst save. LostSoul waited his turn, did not fall for the burst bait. Now gets out, trying to reestablish his pressure. There's that command run, punishes him out of it, very nice. There's Azami, not able to get the full confirm. The Pineberry might have actually screwed up that counter hit a little bit.
Yeah, but he's in the corner where he is. He bursts out after getting hit by the overhead. Now he's going to try to place it with some room. The Satami's not as useful on that range because he's got that sniper. He can deal with it pretty easily. RC, and that way he blocks him, move him forward. He goes for the empty low.
Yep. Elphelt's empty air dash makes up really scary because you have to respect that. Pineberry sitting on top of you. Her air dash is really fast. Nice blitz there by Mystic to get out of the corner, pushes him back in. I like it. Just does the meaty low. See if LostSoul was pushing buttons. Indeed, just stood up into it.
Yeah, meaty Tatami. Oh man, maybe messed up Zenzen. I'm not quite sure, but either way.
Works out. This might be enough. He's going to go for that super. The super does. And there it is.
Yeah, especially in Hellfire, that's going to be tying it up for Mystic. Looking good. Good comeback after LostSoul looking like he had all the momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. Baiken's super notably does a lot less damage than it used to in Revelator, but in Hellfire, everything does more damage, especially your supers, and right there, closing out the round with it. We go to a final round in game 1 here. Nice Azami through the pressure there by Mystic. I like it. Waiting its turn. Nice use of the crouching heavy slash. That low profile is the pistol shot. But LostSoul, very nice
ID confirm off the far S.
Yeah. Oh, there's that jump dust YRC.
Jump DYRC. Go forth. Hold down the neutral.
I've been telling people about that move for years. I talked about it all day yesterday. I'm so glad Elphelt's finally realized this button is dumb and I should probably use it.
It's great. It is great, but this is where Mystic wants to be in the corner. Baiken does good damage here, and CQC getting nice and close.
Yep. Should have enough to finish this off here for LostSoul, and he does, taking game 1. Very nice turnaround there.
I do want to point out something that LostSoul is doing that's really, really impressive, which is what he's doing is he's putting himself in bad situations with Pineberry held on him. You saw both times that Pineberry exploded on him, or both times that he got the Azami off, or Mystic got the Azami off, Pineberry exploded, he wasn't able to get anything off it. So it was purposeful, and it's very interesting to see him use Pineberry as like almost insurance that he's not going to get blown up too bad for that, for making a mix-up or a read.
Yeah, early Azami there, very nice. Mystic baits the burst. All right, off to a nice start. Has LostSoul in the corner. He has no burst, not a lot of resources at the moment. See what Mystic can do here. Doing that standard Baiken pressure. LostSoul waits his turn, able to get out, but right back, gets caught. Doesn't tech, so eats an extra Zenzen hit.
Right YRC, Tatami is trying to keep this corner positioning, which is advantageous for Baiken.
Yep, nice use of YRC by LostSoul. Gets out of the corner. Going to trade plays with Mystic, put him in the corner, make him on the defensive.
Nice confirm this time off the Pineberry explosion.
Yeah, very, very nice from Mystic there. See both players utilizing YRC. Of course, YRC, notable for what it does, slows down the screen, allows you a chance to try and confirm things, but even better, it allows you to change your neutral positioning. Right now, Mystic with a healthy life lead.
Oh, the air blitz to challenge.
Yeah. Great call out there, but kind of at a bad height to really get much reward off it, unfortunately, for LostSoul. So Mystic does close out that first round in game 2.
And you'll expect that, right? Mystic, Baiken has great air normals, so you might see that more than once. Just a bad situation. Oh, the reversal throw puts him in the corner. The situation has changed drastically, but Azami helps him out in that corner.
Yeah, LostSoul kind of getting away from that throw game he was using earlier with the shotgun to try and bait out Azami, and right now he's paying for it. All right, goes in there, he wins the CQC, called out. Nice counter poke with the stand jab.
Yes, TKO Zenzen.
Yep. Went for a burst bait there with the command run. Again, waiting it out. No, doesn't bait it at the very end there. Let's see if LostSoul can start a massive comeback in this round. No, jump heavy, crosses over. Mystic ties it up 1-1. Very nice adjustment there. Again, I'd like to see LostSoul going back to that throw game a little bit. He's getting Azami pretty regularly right now, and it's frustrating. Baiken is designed to be a frustrating character because you can't do your normal block strings. You can't do your normal Okazeme because she'll sit there, she'll put that sword out. If you swing into it, you can get countered for a lot of damage.
Yeah, and in a game as heavy as Oki-based as this one, you have a character that can really play you an extra mind game around that itself. Your reward normally in Guilty Gear is that you get the knockdown, you get Oki afterwards. It's heavy on that style, but Baiken specifically adds an extra layer of mix-up because after she gets knocked down, it is not over yet. You still have to think about what her options are.
There we go. Nice spacing, fates the burst there from LostSoul. I like it. Going to get maximum damage off this shotgun loop. Should be able to score a knockdown as well. Not quite. Might have been looking for a tech trap, but still a massive life lead early on. Ooh, interesting. Might have been calling out a burst there.
Yeah, it could be, but and he tried to take the tech, but late from LostSoul, gets him around it, and is able to punish afterwards. Great presence of mind there not to tech immediately.
Yeah, the up chain from Baiken, incredible move. If it grabs you, it's one of her best starters. She does an absolute grip of damage. Nice counter there, a little bit of a scramble on the air tag. But that air chain, of course, a very slow move, and if you call out and don't get it, you can be really punished for it if you don't YRC. All right, LostSoul going to try and push Mystic back to that corner yet again. I like the use of the max range normals, trying to stay out of the zombie range, but gets caught by the run. Yep.
Yeah, lost the burst there.
Opting to burst. There's the CQC yet again. Takes him to the corner. What's the mix-up going to be? Nice counter poke by Mystic. Mystic, I think, recognizing that LostSoul is trying to look for a zombie baited out, so he says, I'll take my free poke. I'll happily get out of this situation. But LostSoul trying to turn this back. LostSoul is on match point, but there's the counter. Oh, drops the combo. That's a big drop from Mystic. Gets caught by the overhead. Where's the mix-up going to be? Nice block of the cross-up. Gold burst whiffs, gets chucked. Speed waiting out. Good patience here by both players. Airbright Express pushes buttons after it. We've all done it. We all think we block Air Bridal Express, and you're like, it's got to be my turn. It's not. It is absolutely not your turn. And Mystic, unfortunately, not able to close out that round, take it to a final round in this set. LostSoul staying in winner's side. Mystic will drop down to the loser's bracket. Not out yet. Not out yet.
My man LostSoul is his own win quote, right? He's doing the Bedman win quote every single time he wins. He's popping off. He has got a whole dissertation he's going to say on stage after he wins. He wants to let you know everything you messed up, why he's the best with the Elphelt, and he's going to put on, look at this. Look at this. He has a whole routine every single time.
I mean, if you're going to win on the stage, you might as well cut a promo while you're at it.
I mean, Guess you're on camera, right?
Doing work, doing work. All right. Very nice showing from LostSoul, of course. Mystic, not done. We'll see him again later. But for now, we have what a lot of people consider one of the surprises in top 48, Geodude, taking on last year's Frosty Faustings runner-up, PepperySplash, but runner-up with a different character. Actually decided to swap characters after Evo this year.
Yeah, so, I mean, he was playing Johnny, and Johnny is one of the best characters in the game, no doubt. I think everybody's recognized that at this point. But actually has switched to the Venom recently, and I personally think, in my opinion, that Venom's an amazing character in this version.
Absolutely.
I think he is one of the most dominant characters once he gets on top of you and has some of the most creative ways to create mix-ups. I mean, I'm a big fan of him. I think that's well documented at this point.
He's a sick character. I mean, I've mentioned it multiple times. He's the most malleable character in Guilty Gear.
Cool.
What do you want to do? Do you want to play the range game? Do you want to out-poke people, out-zone them with pool ball zoning? Or do you want to transition to an instant, high-pressure, high mix-up offense, mostly based around strike-throw? Because he builds up your guard gauge so much, his throw game is terrifying. You don't want to push buttons down frames against Venom. And in this matchup, Geodude rocking Dizzy. Dizzy, of course, notably weaker on defense in this version of Guilty Gear. Her normal's a lot slower, so if PepperySplash can start that pressure game, Geodude going to have to be very patient, wait for his spots to get out.
Yeah, but the air mobility is the big thing for Dizzy here. She's going to be able to get around using her movement rather than, you know, options or something like that. So it is about dealing with these balls in that way, finding times to set up the fishes, and then going in after that. Yeah,
and of course, as you said, Dizzy has excellent air mobility, but Venom has maybe the best anti-air in all of Guilty Gear. You see it right there, the forward punch, one of the most amazing anti-air tools. Just an all-around great normal. Nice counter throw there from Geodude. Calls out that dash in. Here we go, going the Dizzy pressure. Ice Spike YRC, incredibly good pressure reset tool. Catches on the dust. The immediate burst from PepperySplash. Gets caught by that max range sweep, very nice.
Yeah, and this is great from Geodude. He's approaching very cautiously here. PepperySplash hasn't been able to take a turn, and as soon as he tries to, he gets hit. He's put in the corner once again versus Dizzy. This is not where he wants to be, but he's got good blocks so far, but the bubble keeps it down.
Yeah, right now, Geodude just looking for that last little bit of life, trying to take this first round, set the tempo. Nice patience here in the neutral. PepperySplash trying to wait his turn, trying to get in there. Good patience, calls another bubble. Oh, goes in, might have gone for an air grab, didn't get it, however. There's the fish trying to chip out that last bit of life. Ooh, catches with the forward heavy.
Oh, no.
And the throw. Will he be able to finish here? Has to bait that burst, obviously.
Yeah, and you see him backdash beforehand as well. That was that bait burst bait right there. He wanted to make sure that he was able to get the combo, and that is basically what sealed the deal because it meant that Geodude wasn't able to burst.
Yeah, and very nice use of the run-up forward throw option select there from PepperySplash. You see he got stand slash that actually caught Dizzy jumping out. That is an option select you can do in Guilty Gear with a forward throw. You can actually go up, press slash, and heavy slash at the same time. If they're on the ground, you'll get a throw. If they're not, you'll get your standing slash. And just like that, PepperySplash able to steal that first round. But right now, Geodude on the offensive once again.
God, just setting out a bunch of things, giving the Oki another great reversal throw. He bursts him towards the corner. And that's a great air throw once again. Throws him out of the corner, but he's going to get the setup right here.
Yep. I love this pressure setup out of PepperySplash. Catches him with the insert dash. Nice burst bait. Very, very good.
Well
Here
done.
We go.
The setup.
Nice defense so far from Geodude, waiting his turn. Excellent defense on the mat. Struggle calls it out with the crouching slash. Geodude, obviously familiar with this matchup, really using some nice counter pokes, nice normals there that are not all-around great normals. Crouching slash, of course, an anti-air, used it to get out of a gap there, but once again, under heavy pressure in the corner from Venom, gets caught. PepperySplash takes game one. It felt like Geodude was in control of the vast majority of that game.
No, you're absolutely right.
And still gets 2-0'd in game one there. I like the offense he's running. He's not going for the cute double air dash mix-ups. He's just going, you're Venom. You don't have good defense. You don't have reversals. I'm just going to put the pressure on you, maybe crank that guard gauge. But so far, PepperySplash been able to weather the storm.
And those 6Bs have definitely been on point, so that's really what has been a big deal, dealing with the air momentum or air movement of Dizzy. Catches him out, just tack on a JD.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, Geodude going to get in. She get a knockdown here. Decides to go with the Fire Spear Oki going in. Nice defense from PepperySplash, waiting his turn. Waits out the Fire YRC. Get a side switch. Nice use of the double air dash. I like it a lot.
Keeps him locked down, and that Firefish is going to have to go away. Set up once again. A little bit simpler than normal. Plus frames are continuing on. Geodude looking for his option, but he's staying resolute here.
trying his best. Geodude holding out, finally gets got by the grab. Going to be another high chip damage setup. 3 charge balls in a row. Nice defense by Geodude. He's being extra patient, but there it is. Again, Venom all about that strike throw style mix-up. You can be patient, you can wait your turn, and the next thing you know, you're the pool ball, you're going for the ride, you've lost a lot of health, and Geodude down to that magic pixel, gets caught by the far slash. Amazing neutral poke for Venom, and PepperySplash already on match point.
Yeah, much more dominant from PepperySplash that time. Felt like that he really was controlling the pace. Geodude, although getting, you know, fire bubbles and fire fishes out there, has been really difficult to actually turn that into momentum or a knockdown or something. This is the start though right here.
Yeah, just need to see that Dizzy mix-up. I would like to see him start applying that strike throw mix-up. Of course, Dizzy, one of the best tip throwers in the game because of all the pressure you get from her various projectiles and screen pollution. But PepperySplash, his air throw is on point. Used to see that with his Johnny as well, showing that he knows how to control the neutral by using air throw. And there's the empty jump low. First time we've seen that. Going to take Dizzy for the ride, knockdown, ready for another setup.
Just goes for regular teleport setup. He RCs to keep the pressure up.
Nice counter poke with the crouching kick there, but Geodude not able to escape the corner. That guard bar is flashing. Gonna hurt real bad if he gets caught here. He does have his burst.
Yeah, and he finds his way out in the carcass rate pressure, but that's a full blinking wrist gauge on Dizzy.
Yeah.
Cannot get hit in this situation.
No, absolutely not. Again, the defense by both these players has been phenomenal. They're both being incredibly patient. Geodude with a chance to get a big knockdown there, not able to get the dash forward. Wow, blocks the cross-up bubble for real? PepperySplash, I see your defense, sir, and I am impressed. Counter throw, going to the corner once again, looking to close this out and move on winners. I like it.
Oh, no, Dark Angel chip setup. He's going to lose all of that bar.
Yep.
0 bar now because he had to false defense all of it. And that is going to be it. The trade with the 6P. PepperySplash is going to move on.
Yeah, again, Venom's forward punch. What cannot be said about this move? It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
How many times have you seen someone double jump, bait a forward punch, and then come back down only to eat the second forward punch after the whiff?
I mean, do you remember that they took that away from him in one game and then they just gave it back to him? Or everybody looked at that patch note like, I thought we learned our lesson. I thought that's what we go through our time is we're supposed to get better at balancing.
Yeah.
I mean, they are. This game is very well balanced, but it's just surprising that he got that button back. It's fantastic. You see Peppery using it very well, and that is going to be him moving on. But we got quite a bit of a treat here.
Yeah.
Coming up next.
A couple gentlemen who may be a little bit familiar with playing one another now and again. Of course, Kizzie K, the premier sin in the United States. And the one and only Zidane, the shining bright star of the East Coast for so many years in Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Of course, had that amazing run at the first XR Evo.
Yes, sir.
Getting into top 8, showing everyone just how terrifying Leo can be. And Leo, a character that has kind of ridden the roller coaster. Came out the gate, everybody's like, this character's nonsense. What do you do? This pressure's dumb. I don't know what to do. And then everybody went to the lab, kind of figured out what was real, wasn't real. And now everybody turns around like, oh, this character's bad. Everything's fake. Just don't let him get to you and counter poke his stuff. And then a couple years later, it's like, hey guys, Leo's still pretty good. He really hurts.
Yeah, and especially in a game like this where it's like you only need one chance. And one chance in a game that might not have a lot of options could be bad.
Yeah.
But in a game like Guilty Gear, which has a lot of universal mechanics, you have the ability to get that chance in a multitude of ways.
Yeah.
And he is one of those characters that just really does well in a one-touch, one-chance scenario. He is, however, playing against Kizzie. Kizzie is absolutely one of the most patient, understanding of the situation players I've ever seen.
Yep.
He is the type of player who does not mind down backing for 10, 12 seconds straight in neutral, not even just in block stun. He knows his advantageous situations and he plays around that to the best of his ability.
Yep.
But yeah, you were saying it before, Zidane, first American in Exerd top 8 at EVO. Storied as a player in Guilty Gear in the US scene.
Yep. And you see it early on. This is a tough match for Leo. It really is. Sin is excellent at controlling the space that Leo wants to use to get in and play his pressure game. Nice fake crossover there from Zidane. Going to take him to the corner. Wow, calls it out. Kizzie says, no, I will not fall for your reversal bait, sir. Knocks him out of the corner. Going to get it confirmed here.
Yeah, this is something that Kizzie actually talks about a lot. The double eat chances that he gets means he can throw out specials a lot more, and he gets better combos later on. Going to go in the RTL, the burst to make sure the damage is going to be able to take it. That's Kizzie making the comeback on the first one.
Yeah, very nice use, knowing the situation, being like, I can burn my burst super right now, finish this round. If you can finish a round against a Leo, you better do it. You do not give that character second chances. Oh, not even get confirmed. That was a big damage waiting to happen. That counter hit crossed over the corner. Nice grab there. That is Leo 101. If you cannot throw Leo out of his Berserker slash attack, you are going to get absolutely washed. And like you said, Kizzie, very patient, willing to wait for his spots. Doesn't have to force anything here, especially in this matchup. He knows it's to his advantage to stay back, pick his spots. And speaking of forward punches, there's Sins on par with Venom's. Gets a little bit more damage off of his, however.
Yeah, a little bit more rewarding. It's a little bit higher, but obviously it's fantastic as an anti-air. Great chase down from Zidane, takes him all the way down back to the ground. A little bit too far for the capture, but the positioning's still there.
Yep. I like Zidane just kind of holding that corner, not being up in the face, just controlling, waiting for his spot, saying, I'm not going to let you out of the corner. Oh, almost able to confirm that. There's the catch.
Yeah, it doesn't have the meter to extend the combo, but the wire has to get the pressure. 6P trying to check something.
Yeah, might have thought Kizzie might try to jump out, maybe like a cute command jump, something like that, but does not work. And right now, Zidane trying to avoid going down 1-0. Is this going to be enough? Yes, it is. RTL burst once again.
Yeah, and look at that. That was a 71-second round. These rounds extended for so long that Kizzie was able to get a second burst after spending it at the end of the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, when you're a player like Kizzie, you're patient. There's no reason not burst early. You know you're going to be able to outlast, probably get that burst back. Definitely to your advantage to go ahead and do it, and especially against a character like Leo where you don't want to be under duress early on.
Yeah, and Kizzie actually knows very well that the burst meter is regained by not only getting hit but also by just time in general. If you just let time go along, you'll gain a little bit burst by bit by bit. So longer games will definitely favor someone who needs to get out of one-touch situations.
Yep. Okay, nice catch. Not able to confirm it off the counter hit, but Kizzie gonna Roman cancel that beak driver. Go in, gonna score max damage here. Get the knockdown. Oh, he's gonna go for it. He's trying to finish this round right now. Is it gonna be enough? Not quite. The magic pixel for Zidane. Can he do anything with it?
Yeah, he has to go ham. He actually spends the burst. That's a lot of respect from Kizzie K with that sort of life lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Zidane now down to his last round here, Kizzie on match point, but getting that burst after that magic pixel, that could be a big deal. If Zidane can actually gain the momentum, that's a big loss for Kizzie not being able to close out with that attempted kill combo and having to burn his burst to close out that first round. But right now, that guard gauge is flashing. Yeah. Zidane gonna have to be really careful. Gets caught by forward punch.
Yeah, some of that's gonna be unskilled because of the wrist meter. And then he backs up afterwards. Oh, the air beak driver. The trade, it gives him some room.
Yeah, right now, Zidane just not able to start that Leo dominance, that up-close, terrifying mix-up. Kizzie being so patient, picking his spots. Gets him with the forward punch yet again.
Kizzie's defense is so impeccable. And this is something I've been talking about the entire weekend. Defense is not just about blocking, it's also about learning when you can press buttons as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the burst, unfortunately, whiffing, and that's going to be an easy punish for Kizzie K. 2-0 over Zidane.
Yeah, like you said, defense is not, you're right, it's not just blocking. It's a combination of knowing when to block, but knowing when to take your escape, knowing when to counter poke, knowing when to counter throw. That's what makes elite defense. Learning how to block is a great starting point in Guilty Gear. Super important, but when you play the all-around package, that's where you get to that elite defense. Speaking of all-around packages, right now 15% off at Quamba USA. Get yourself one of those beautiful Quamba Obsidian Guilty Gear sticks, signed and designed by the man himself, Daisuke Ishiwatari, the creator of Guilty Gear. Use that code FF2019. It's a sick stick. Really great piece.
It looks so nice.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
really great piece.
Frosty Faustings is a great tournament every year, but it isn't possible without the folks from Gaming Generations. They are one of the best at just making sure that we have everything we need in order to run great events, and that's why we have them out as many events as possible, because they are the best at what they do. If you need something like that at your event, check them out at GamingGenerations.com.
Speaking of the best, the fan favorite tournament of the year, the shining star of the Midwest, Combo Breaker, coming back as always at the Mega Center. Every game you see on that list is going to be run. The Hado and his staff put on the premier event. If you are a fighting game player, you want to see what a tournament is truly all about, get to Combo Breaker Memorial Day weekend. No Coast, no Kings.
And the Air Dasher events don't stop. We're going to have one in February 15th through 17th at Irvine, California. Anime Ascension is coming back. You can see the titles down below. This is the largest West Coast anime tournament, so you make sure to get out there if you want to play one of those games. 6K in prize pools for Rev2, CF, and Eunice.
Absolutely. And of course, one of the premier ArcSys games, BlazBlue Central Fiction. Grab it now, multiple platforms down at blazeblueuniverse.com, bbcf/buy. You can play Juve. I mean, BlazBlue is a great game. It's easy to forget that BlazBlue is an Arc Revo Tour event.
Yeah.
It's still huge right now. People are looking to punch their ticket to that final tournament this fall out in California. It's going to be huge.
It's going to be great. And, you know, one of the things that Ebonic Plague said not too long ago, it's like this game never disappoints.
No,
it's like I can't believe it that there's such a dedicated fan a group of players for BlazBlue in every single tournament that we get out of them. It's like the craziest tournament. Remember CO Otaku? Oh, it was unbelievable. Evo before that was unbelievable. Like it just never, it always performs.
Speaking of performance, we have the other premier Elphelt right here, Hotashi, the king of the sniper rifle, taking on Manny Blaze, the premier Raven in the U.S. by most people's standards.
Yeah. Best shot in the U.S., as I like to call him.
Yeah, no, and of course we talk about it all the time. Elphelt, a lot like Venom, you can see 3 Elphelts. They might all play very differently. Because again, that ability to play at range and then go up close. Of course, we've mentioned Hotashi favors using that sniper rifle, loves to poke people out of the air with it. And of course, Raven wants to get those knockdowns, start those air dash mix-ups, and play his command grab game. 2 of the best in the business going at it right now. Hotashi going to get a nice confirm here, push towards the corner.
Yeah, let's see how Hotashi plays this. It's going to be a lot of control versus a character like Raven. Fast mobility and always looking for the knockdown.
Yep. Hotashi didn't get that Pine Berry out, had to kind of relinquish his offensive pressure there. It gives Blaze a little bit of room to work with. Oh, catches on the forward heavy.
RC to keep the combo up. Yes, sir. Another scratch.
Yeah, very nice confirm there from Blaze, getting maximum damage off that punish.
Finally gets that 3rd scratch. That means he is leveled up. He's going to do a little bit more damage.
Wow, counter poke with the close slash. Burst, able to get there. That's a dangerous burst, but Blaze does get it out. And there's that sniper rifle we talked about. Nice dash in. Will Hotashi burst here? No, he doesn't. Sits on that magic pixel. Jump dust, YRC.
YRC, go forth and hold down the neutral.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Clutch take there from Hotashi. He gets the first round. Keeps his burst as he does it, so that's a big win for Hotashi. But that guard gauge is really shiny right now. Yeah. Do not get hit, my friend. Oh! Not able to get the maximum damage, but it's still going. We are still shiny. We are still flashing. Good counter poke. That command grab was going to do a grip if it hit.
Yeah, it's still blanking though. Still a risky situation. He gets opened up and he bursts out.
Had to. That was going to be an easy kill combo with that level of guard gauge. Hotashi finally gets out, but down about 50%. Looking for a little bit of a comeback here. A nice air grab from Manny Blaze. All right, there's that close slash. Calls out the air dash mix-up.
Yeah, he's recognizing when Hotashi wants to pull pin in the air, and he's got a couple air throws out of it. Yeah. He's going to have to do that a little bit more consistently. The throw into the Pine Berry explosion shotgun. No, it was too high, and that means the combo's going to reset and scaling, and that's going to be an easy kill for Hotashi, taking the first game.
Ow, brutal burst there. It's so dangerous to burst against Elphelt in the corner. You want to. You want to so badly. You're like, please don't take the shotgun out and put it up against my face. But then you burst, and then you get the bazooka for your trouble. So brutal into that first game for Blaze, and see if he can recover here. Had Hotashi under duress for the entirety of that game, just never able to get that giant confirm with the wrist gauge going.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the win condition for him in that situation, right? And Hotashi played it so well. Yeah, it took a little bit of help eating some throws and using his burst, but he avoided the big damage combo.
Speaking of burst, Manny had to burn his right there, got that counter hit shotgun. That was going to do a grip to him. And here we go. Hotashi has that shotgun pressure. Manny trying to instant block and get out, but not going to succeed. Hotashi getting a little style in, going to cut the cake, and puts himself on match point. Of course, Raven not sad about being cut because, well, it's Raven, and Raven's weird.
But that means, yeah, this is on set point for Hotashi. Blaze has to build have some time before he builds his burst back, so he's going to have to eat some damage first before he gets out of combos. Again, Hotashi exactly where he wants to be, in the corner. Shotgun pressure.
Yep.
He's so good at this.
Yeah.
He's so good at keeping you and mixing up when he wants to go in. The blitz actually runs into it.
Managed to get it out. Blaze just going, I need to get out of this situation. Of course, Raven, not with super fast normals, not really able to counter poke that situation. Gets the successful blitz, goes for the side swap, doesn't quite get it.
Yeah. Finally has his burst now, and he has pressure in the corner. That's a burst.
There we go. Nice burst bait. All right, let's see what Blaze can do with this. Nice.
Oy.
Calls him out.
Yeah, that's going to give him some meter down there. Excitement meter, he's going to gain some. Yes, he doesn't even need to use it. Blaze finally takes a round.
Yeah, very nice. Looked like Blaze was a little bit shaken after that drop in the first game. Gets it turned around, able to stave off match points so far. Wants to take this to a third game.
Yeah, you see Hotashi actually going back and pulling Pineberry way far away from him instead of air dashing in.
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't want to get caught by those anti-airs or a counter hit. Nice counter poke. Of course, Raven's crouching heavy, an amazing button. And right now,
trying to bait a super, I think, there?
Yeah, might have been.
Dash.
Manny with a nice life lead at the moment, but of course, Elphelt able to do a grip of damage, and here we go.
Confirm!
Yeah, wow.
Hotashi! He has all this meter to work with, too. This is so scary.
Yeah. No, that confirm might be what wraps this up. Nice counter poke.
5H?
Wow. That
was crazy.
That was some stones right there, and it pays off. And Blaze going to take game 2 with a gutsy counter poke.
5H counter poke in that situation versus Elphelt. We just talked about Elphelt in the corner. Not where you want to be.
Look at Hotashi. He's like, did you really push that button? What are you
eating corn nuts or something?
You know Hotashi in his mind right now. He's like, you were mashing throw. You did it. You mashed throw. And somehow you got 5H.
That is stress eating at its finest.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I love it.
He is chowing down.
If there's a better facial reaction player in the game than Hotashi, I want to see it because I never get tired of those facial shots between rounds. It's so fun. Hotashi will give you the look. He knows when he makes mistakes, but that look is too good. And right now, we are on a final game, seeing who's going to go on. The full blitz, charges it all the way, but gets counter blitzed.
Yeah, you thought finally Hotashi was going to take back the momentum, but Manny Blaze rolling from that win. Let's continue to go. Tried to chase down with the air throw, but it didn't work out. He earns the burst for it.
Yep. First time we've really seen the excitement stance there out of Raven. Goes for that wire C, of course, a dangerous counter stance, especially with wire C, but Hotashi going to make that nice confirm once again. Where's the mix-up going to be?
Yeah, Blaze through the Pineberry, so he doesn't have to deal with the mix-up, but Hotashi's still in his face. He's going to get shotgun loops in the corner.
Is it going to be enough? Not quite. Raven doesn't have much in the way of guts, but he is able to endure that, but that chip out is coming. Is it going to be enough? Manny running out of meter. Counter pokes again.
The counter poke.
Oh, he gets gripped.
Oh, it doesn't have the excitement meter to combo off it, but he's in the moment. He's going to pop some shots in on 5H. He's going to take it.
Old reliable. Marvel 2 is back. Everybody gets shot. And Hotashi back on set point once again, able to endure that amazing counter poke once again from Blaze.
Are you saying that Elphelt's just Cable's daughter or something?
I mean,
I like that lore. I'm okay with it.
I mean, you know,
whenever we get Capcom versus Guilty Gear, then we're going to have a great way to have another Cable in the game.
No, we got double guns team. I'm good. Anyway, back to this actual match with the real.
That's a bad burst. That's a full empty burst there.
Yeah, that's rough. Hotashi gonna have a hard time getting burst back, even if this goes to a third round at this point. Gets gripped by the air grab. Nice patience by Blaze. I like it. The step up, see if you can get them to fidget, push a button, immediately go back, catches with the sweep, and we are on the final round of this set. Who's going to stay in the winner's side?
Yeah, and both players having so much momentum in this set alone, and we'll see who can come out on top at the end. Manny Blaze has him in the corner, exactly where he wants him.
Oh, nice use of the slide to get out of that mix-up. I like it. Hotashi with good situation awareness, catches with the overhead. Full confirm off that Pineberry, but drops at the very end and gets chucked into the corner.
Yeah, I dropped the launch part, unfortunately. Maybe hit it a little bit too early, but either way, Blaze has him in the corner, meets him in the air with the air throw.
All right, Hotashi. Oh, the trade in his favor, able to get out of that. Both players down to their last bits of life. One stray hit. He's going to go for a lot here, but who can confirm off it? Oh, gets caught by the counter hit. Needle.
Yeah, and confirm off it as well. Good stuff. Manny Blaze now has a good life lead. Oh, he runs into it with the Bridal Express. Manny plays.
Oh,
Trying to
gets
find
caught.
life.
There's the jump dust. Going to be able to confirm off the pistol. There's the sniper rifle.
Oh, he tried to mix it up with the shotgun. The gold burst is going to give him some room. Another gold burst to keep himself safe. Invincible. He goes empty low. And Blaze is going to take it over Hotashi.
Wow, what a scramble at the end there. Went for the air grab. Wire seated, but it would have worked. You get the gold burst on the back end. Incredible into that round. And Manny able to stay on point. Gets in and stays in the winner's side. Hotashi dropping down on the loser's side. I have a feeling you'll see more of him.
You'll probably see more of him. I mean, he's one of my favorite players to watch.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's just he's such a unique play style to his Elphelt, and it's always a treat to watch him. But man, what a great game for Manny Blaze. That was a back and forth between the both of them. Like you were saying before, I felt like they each had their own set of momentum within it, within that game, those games alone.
Yeah, Manny able to recover after that really rough burst in game one. That can be a mental guard break in a lot of situations, and Manny able to keep his composure, come all the way back. Just a great set. What an awesome match. And we are literally only in the beginnings of top 48. We are not even close to deciding this tournament. We have this block all the way down to 16, and of course, top 8 grand finals tonight to see who gets to punch that ticket to Arc Revo World Finals. And speaking of the world, we have our most known foreign player here at Frosty Faustings, the one and only Teresa, rocking that jam. Of course, was at Frosty Faustings last year. It was at most American majors last year, but had that infamous come to Frosty Faustings. Didn't make top 8. Bowed out a little early. Vowed he would be back. Came and had that ridiculous run at Combo Breaker and one of the best Guilty Gear finals I've ever seen between him and Daru.
Yeah, that was something else. You know, it's actually crazy that I have people that I have seen in Tekken or in other games as well. They talk to me and they're like, oh, that's Teresa. That was the guy from Combo Breaker in that set. And it blows my mind because normally I don't think a lot of people have eyes on Guilty Gear from other scenes. But it just goes to show how incredible that set was and how many people like learned about Teresa and Daru subsequently from that set. It was an amazing set. Teresa is, I mean, it's hard to say this like every single time, but that's like the level of Guilty Gear that we got. Yeah. He's like the jam. Yeah. He's been the jam for like over a decade now. It's been incredible player. He's just the guy you always look to when you think about best jam in the world, question mark? Yeah. It's probably Teresa.
Always in the conversation, without a doubt. And of course, TheArm, one of the lone reps who's continued on the Ramlethal train, and it shows he is the best in the business in the States with the Ramlethal. This would be an interesting matchup. Definitely not one you get to see very often in Guilty Gear. Of course, Jam known for that pressure, fast normals, a rough early burst.
Yeah, gets out of the corner. He's going to RC in order to keep the combo up and put it
that's
back
a great. That is
There's
disgusting.
no way he did that on purpose. That was crazy.
If that
was so cool.
If that was by design,
I think it was.
To you, Teresa. That is disgusting in every form of the word. Gets the full dragon kick and takes around. Let's recap really quickly. Used the RC, charged up the Heartwheel kick, goes up and uses it to hit on the backside. That move knocks down from any height and pushes the arm back into the corner with it. If that was by design, and it looked like it was, props. That is some ridiculous lab work and amazing execution on Teresa's part.
I was literally going to say, like, the one key, like, win from that bad burst was that he got out of the corner. Yeah, I was going to say that, and then Teresa shut me up.
No free trips out of the corners here. Right back you go, and right now Teresa has the arm down to that last bit, and Teresa absolutely dominant game one. The arm got no momentum, had that bad burst, gets shipped back to the corner, and it was just a downhill ride. The arm says, nope, I'm not going to sit, I'm not going to think about it. Sometimes you throw a round away, you get back to playing your game. But Teresa already pushing to the corner so quickly. Less than 5 seconds, and the arm is stuck in the corner. Of course, Ramlethal not with a lot of great defensive options, especially without meter. Another bad burst.
Another one, but not a combo. Keeps the corner position. Good block on the overhead. Teresa doing anything to keep his corner pressure. One more time. Yep. Doesn't have to charge up this time, so wasn't able to get the side switch.
Yep. But does get that knockdown. Charges another card. He has Ryujin stocked on deck for any kind of big confirm here. Waiting Stun catches him with that Ryujin. That's going to be enough. And Teresa on match point already. The arm, got to find something. Got to get a little bit of momentum, get that confidence back. Because right now, Teresa is just running wild on him. No fear whatsoever. All right, here we go. Should be able to get it confirmed. Not going to knock down from that height, but Okay, nice anti-air. Oh, not able to confirm yet again, though.
Teresa, knowing that he can't get knocked down. He's staying swirly for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice blitz. All right, gets the knockdown. Let's see what the arm has here. Here we go.
There you go. And yeah, he bursts out.
Yep.
He doesn't want to be in the corner versus Ramlethal, where she excels in the mix-up game.
Yep, and we talked about it earlier in this tournament. Bursting its Ram early, always a good idea.
Yes.
Ram has an unfortunate side to her combos. They're so full of pitch, she builds so much burst for the meter, probably the most in the game. Oh, the blitz whiffs. Unfortunate for the arm. And Teresa able to get another knockdown. Nice backdash there from the arm. And a good air throw. All right, you're going to put Teresa in the corner. Really? Going to go out, just going to RC this? Yes. Okay,
yes.
I like it. Excellent use of full meter.
Man.
Did not want to be in that Ramlethal corner blender. Opts to burn his entire bar for the escape. Let's see if Teresa can close this out. Another long blitz. Teresa not opting to go in for the punish, just going to pick his spots.
Nice, keeps the pressure up, finds the hit. The burst is going to keep him alive for a second longer. The wires see to mess him up. That was super nice.
Yeah.
And Teresa going to take it in a big 2-0.
Yeah, I like the call out there. Teresa just being very patient. Doesn't need to go in and force the end of the round. Just, I have the range. I know this range is exactly where my pokes will catch you if you get cute, push buttons. And overall, just a dominating performance from Teresa there. But one of the big keys there, if the arm gets that round after he put him in the corner, that shifts momentum instantly. I love that use of, I have an invulnerable super that's horribly punishable on block, but it's guilty gear. There's this wonderful mechanic called Roman Cancel. If you want to spend a full bar for an escape, you absolutely can do it. And Teresa, recognizing that situation was not good, wanted to end that game right then and there.
I was actually going to bring that up because that is an old school AC tactic that you don't see a lot often now because they've done so well with curbing a lot of the offensive pressure and giving people good defensive mechanics to work with in Exert from AC. But that's one thing is that a lot of offense in AC was just unbelievably oppressive.
Yeah.
It was just something else. So characters that had no defensive options like Eddie or Zato, I mean, he was able to be top tier despite having the worst defensive options in the game.
Yep.
So that was an old school tactic. You either dead angle or you do a invincible super RC.
Yep.
You spend 100%, but you're still alive.
Yep, absolutely. And speaking of offense, if you like damage, welcome to a matchup for you. Deb, of course, one of the premier souls in all of North America, and Mr. K, who's honestly become the best player in the Midwest, I think, by most people's standards right now.
I think that after what we saw from him at Sea Otaku and then subsequently Canada Cup and Red Bull Conquest, we all looked at this guy and we're like, yeah, we have to say that he put in the work. It's been a long time coming, but he is probably the best player in the Midwest right now. He's going to play against Deb, though. Deb is one of my favorite soul players to watch.
Yeah, and Deb, I've watched him do tutorials on how to fight certain characters. He's done a tutorial on fighting Leo.
Oh, no.
Oh, the danger time.
Oh, no, he dropped the combo. He finds another hit. Oh, he dropped the combo. Is he looking for the burst that bad?
Yeah, I'm unsure, because it's Leo. There's no reason to drop that there. I think he went for two hard burst baits. Yeah.
Super hard burst baits there. Deb knows better. Actually got the burst off on the third try.
Yeah, that danger time turned the tide for Mr. K right off the bat. Deb with an early stray counter hit off the sweep. All right, Leo opting to burst. Mr. K doesn't want to deal with that corner mix-up. And this is one of those matchups. Oh, the counter hit. This is going to be juicy.
Great confirmed.
Yep. Of course, Deb, knowing from maximizing his confirms into ridiculous damage. Picking that safe offense, daring Mr. K to try and flash kick out. Air dashes over the projectile. Good patience by both. Okay, gets gripped into the corner.
That was such a low air throw, too. That was great.
Good patience by both players, waiting their turns. Deb trying to close this out. Mr. K trying to steal this round with a grab. Where's the mix-up going to be? Calls him out.
Oh, my God.
I know you're going to side switch me. I'm not afraid of this. Volcanic Viper.
That's crazy. He bets it all at the last second and works out for Deb.
Yep, there's that counter sweep. Of course, that sweep for Badguy, one of the premier normals in this matchup. Leo struggles with good lows in a lot of situations, and Badguy, of course, has one of the best in the game in his sweep.
Keep him down with the 6H. Oh, a little bit too early.
Yeah, just a tick too early. Not able to get that command throw. Yep, nice grab there. Not going to let Mr. K do that raw overhead out of the back turn stance.
Yeah, actually, you see a lot of flawless defense flickering for the side of Mr. K. You can actually mess up a lot of the wild throw setups with doing that because it extends your block stun.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, Mr. K down to his last legs here. All right, catches, get out. Let's see what he can do here. Deb does have a burst on deck if he opts to use it.
Oh, mix-up game. Nice block on the overhead, but he's still in the pressure.
Yep. Catches him. Should have enough to OTG. Not quite. Went for a sweep, maybe predicting a last-second panic burst. But Mr. K running out of meter, tries to get out of the corner, gets caught by that far slash. Of course, one of those excellent soul normals with great speed, great range. Deb goes up 1-0.
Yeah, Mr. K looked really good in that. It's just Deb was so controlling. And now he's going to take a big risk early on. No punish.
Wow. I think he was going for a burst safe punish there, expecting a panic burst early on. It didn't come, and Mr. K says, well, if you're not going to punish it, I'll just do it again.
It's honestly one of those things that, I think people got too into burst baiting because you just lose all your damage there. You're early on in the match. Just let him use the burst.
Yeah.
You know? Like, there's no reason to bait it if you're not going to win off it or have a great situation off it.
Yeah, I mean, you block flash kick and you're bad guy. Like, make him use the resource.
Exactly.
Don't bank on it like that because, one, it kills your momentum, and two, you cough up so much. Really? Are you kidding me?
That was so sick.
Deb, my friend, we need to get you to a doctor because that was sick.
That was
my
too
God.
Cool.
I am actually dumbfounded that confirmed happened. But Mr. K says, I'm tired of your fancy confirms. And grip back and forth, throwing each other on wake up multiple times and catches with that frame trap.
Yeah, and he green guarded the bandit revolver, so that means it's not only going to be safe, but probably add a little bit of frames and block sense, so he's able to get that crouch jab afterwards.
Yeah, and through all that nonsense we saw, Deb actually on set point already grips him with wild throw. Yep, going to go up, use that bandit revolver for knockdown. Nice jump out of the command grab there from Mr. K. See if he can get that Leo momentum going right now. All right, catches with the big counter hit. Yep, doing a nice burst save combo. I like it there. Going to set up the back turn. Wow, tried to call out a fidget. It's not there, but that super, of course, very difficult to punish. Catches with the far slash, earns the burst. All right, Mr. K getting a little of that moment. Gets caught by Kudakaro.
Man, it just delayed his air dash or his anti-air timing just a little bit. He's able to hit him.
Nice bait on the dead angle there from Deb, and grips Mr. K once again, trying to finish this off. Gunflame YRC, Fafnir. Mr. K out of meter, can't take any more chip damage. Does get a knockdown. Where will it come? All right, just does the meaty. Catches. Should have enough here. Nope.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Oh, he doesn't have the OTG.
No, he went for it.
He tried to chip him out. Does not get there. Deb able to survive off that magic pixel and moves on. Mr. K going to drop down. Wow, that was a wild match right there.
That was pretty wild. And you know what's really interesting is that Deb was actually super good at controlling him the entire time. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I like Deb so much.
Yeah.
I think his background in Potemkin gave him the ability to be more of a defensive-minded Soul player, but then learned all of the strengths of Soul as a character. Great confirms, has the ability to convert just crazy things into good damage combos, and it has great mix-ups, but also comes from a style of risk-averse, like patient plays. Like, I'm going to go behind gun flames. I'm not going to take too many risks with wild throws. For the most part, I'm going to be able to just put the pressure on you.
Yeah, no, there's something terrifying about a Soul player that doesn't feel the need to be a bulldog. It's
exactly.
Like, no, I can beat you in neutral because all I have to do is counter hit you once. The reward is so absurd. Why would I not sit here and play patiently? And then as soon as Deb senses weakness, senses that his opponent's getting a little passive, that's when you see that classic bad guy play up in your face, frame traps, command grab setups. And so here, getting a little bit of a rematch from yesterday's team tournament finals. Zenzen and Bears had some really, really close matches yesterday. Really fun set there between these two teams at the end. And Zenzen multiple times had Bears almost down on the ropes in that matchup, not able to close any of it out. But this is how do you feel about this matchup? You're a Kai player. How do you feel about fighting Chipp?
I think Kai does very well against Chipp. Like, maybe not in his favor, but at least even.
Sure.
And that's largely, I've seen that, this is hard to say, like, hey, everybody should play like this. But Machobo really, really pointed this out very well. And he's like, Kai really doesn't have to go in, and he is one of the few characters that can out-damage Chipp, not normally, not just regular combos, but because Chipp puts himself in so many risky situations, and the counter-hit air combos that he can get, it is very scary for him to go in certain situations. So it is really all about Zenzen just controlling the pace, but Chipp, he can take it back in an instant. You see him right here. He is running amok.
Yeah, Bears doing what Bears does, scores an early hit and just uses that oppressive Chipp mix-up and off offense. Wow, that's an amazing punish. Are you serious?
Yeah, and even optimal a little bit takes away a bit of that burst.
Yep. Instant block from match range, dash in, close slash. Of course, Chipp, the fastest character in the game, has the fastest normals in the game to go with it.
Yep.
So that's an amazing punish. To instant block at that distance and get a punish off of it, like, amazing work from Bears there. And he takes round 1 in a convincing fashion.
And you see Zenzen there, a lot of respect versus Bears looking for that DP. That's because he does like to play like that. He likes to DP a lot. He likes to be squirrely on defense, because any chance you get to play in neutral as Chipp is a chance for you to get a knockdown and run the game. And that was such an early burst.
Yeah, rough decision there from Zenzen. Going to get knocked in the corner right now. On her heels a little bit, has no resources to work with. Bears going for max damage combo, should have enough here to take game 1. And Bears just playing on point. Of course, it feels like a long time ago, and it was a year. This is your Frosty Faustings champion. He has the belt right now in this tournament.
Yeah, and this guy has been the best Chipp in the US, one of the best Chipps in the world, for about 2 or 3 years now. And, you know, the confidence that he has in his play now, as opposed to like 2 years ago, is actually night and day. You can see it because he just absolutely has no fear now when he goes in.
Absolutely. Zenzen able to get a knockdown. Let's see if she can start getting that Kai pressure game going. Of course, harder to do against a character like Chipp because of things like that. He can teleport out. If you give him the smallest of gaps, he has an exit strategy. So Bears does get pushed back to the corner. Nice block on Greed Sever, but good spacing there from Zenzen.
Yeah! Wow. Jump H is a good button.
It is a very good button. Okay, here we go. Using that throw game that Kai has. Of course, Kai, one of the best tick throwers in all of Guilty Gear. Because of the normal, should have enough to kill her. Very nice confirmed from Zenzen. I like it.
Yeah, I knew exactly what to do at that height. 3H pops you way high, so goes straight into the DP loops, and that's going to be the first round for Zenzen. There you go. That's how you answer that.
Yep. Go up and grip. Oh, not able to confirm off the jump heavy. That's a big drop for Zenzen there. And now Bears doing those chip mix-ups. All right, goes in. Another drop. Though you can't drop those. You absolutely can't drop those as Kai. That is where you make your money. You knock up an opponent down. You put them in the stun edge blender. But right now, Zenzen paying for those 2 big drops. Goes to the corner into the side dust. Where's the mix-up? Yep. Yeah. Good luck. We can't see it. We're watching the monitor right in front of us. How is Zenzen supposed to see it?
Yeah, I mean, you said it best. Like, this is a character that likes to move around a lot, so any chance you can keep him locked down is a big, big win. Zenzen dropped 2 opportunities. Bears now at set point.
Yeah, and the thing about a player like Bears, if he notices drops like that, the confidence level goes through the roof, because now he has even less fear. He has no reason to be afraid of what you're doing, because you're showing that you might wilt under the pressure, and you're seeing that right now. Bears just going in, absolutely trying to maul Zenzen, and is doing a great job of it. Ooh. Wow, calls it out with the super at Bears in convincing fashion. Just a rough second round there. That's... We've all done it. We've all had those rounds. You get a little momentum, you have a big drop, and sometimes you just don't recover.
Yeah, well, good stuff. The Bears is going to move on, but we appreciate you guys for tuning in to Frosty Faustings. It isn't that without the help of so many people like the guys who run Combo Breaker. There are also a lot of the guys that run Frosty Faustings, so you know that this event and Combo Breaker are going to be fantastic. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I know I'll see a lot of you guys at Combo Breaker. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Gamers for Gamers have a booth right here at Frosty Faustings. All sorts of game gears, consoles, retro consoles, some really cool plushies. If you haven't stopped by the booth, go check it out. All kinds of neat merchandise there, as well as all the awesome booths that are here at Frosty Faustings.
Yeah, we got Second City Smash coming up for you not too long ago, not too long from now, March 16th. You can go and register at secondcitysmash.com. You got $500 to top 4 of the ladder. 12 hours of ladder play. It's going to be non-stop Smash Brothers action for you.
Yeah. All right, folks, we are not done here in top 48. We are making our way down to the top 16, but we do need to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome back, guys. Frosty Faustings 11. We are here once again to bring you guys the top 48 action. We just got through a couple of great matches, but don't worry, they're not going to stop anytime soon. My name is Sammy Fish.
Hey, what's up, Splage?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to these couple next ones that we got. Remember, this is like the gear tournament, right? This is Midwest is where it's all about.
Yes.
And that means that everybody came out here. Everybody came out for this gear tournament.
250 entrants almost, just shy by, I think, 3. So, I mean, to give you reference, like, this tournament, this is the 11th edition of it.
Yeah.
I think the original Frosty Faustings we had 40, 45 for Guilty Gear, and
and it was that was still Midwest.
And that was still in Accent Core's heyday.
Yeah.
I mean, that was that was a big when the game was thriving, especially in the Midwest. Just goes to show you how huge the scene has become. How many amazing players we have. A top 48 of literal killers. That is more people than the entire bracket would have had back when this tournament began. It's just crazy to see where Guilty Gear has gone. And right now, we have some very, very strong players. Of course, player I'm a huge fan of, Fu, one of the best, if not the best, Haehyuns in the country, taking on a name many people will recognize if you're a Guilty Gear fan, MarlinPie himself. But if you're looking for that Zato action, you're going to have to look elsewhere. MarlinPie has switched characters in the last year.
Yeah, and in his AC days where he was just an unbelievably dominant player, he had a bunch of characters that he played.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
This doesn't come as a surprise to a lot of the guys who've been watching before Ixerd, but to a lot of people who've known him from Ixerd, especially being a guy who has made top 8 at EVO once.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has always been a Zato main, and he wasn't that he made an AC, but he did switch to other characters. So his ability to switch to Ino is not surprising. He keeps a lot of that Guilty Gear legacy within that, those skills that translate over a decade of play. And then we're going to go versus Fu. Fu is the West Coast Haehyun player that goes out to most tournaments. He gets very far, top 16 very consistently. Struggles to break top 8, but that does not mean he's not a menace. He is, without a doubt, the best ball control Haehyun in the world. Without a doubt. And you can see it by the way he's going to control it. If he gets the chance versus a character like Ino, we'll see what happens.
This is an interesting matchup. I struggle in this matchup personally because it's so easy for Ino to just do what Ino does best. She knocks you down and you may never get back up, and you're seeing it right off the bat here. MarlinPie scores that knockdown, and Fu going to go ahead and burst out. But the big thing about this matchup, Haehyun's only needs one counter hit. He can absolutely stun Ino off a straight counter hit with very easy confirms. But right now, MarlinPie, there's that vertical chemical. I like it. Very blitz safe, intelligent use on his Okazeme, and MarlinPie takes a dominating round 1.
Yeah, you were saying the Ino has one of the lowest stuns in the entire game, and this character does a ton of damage if he gets a chance. So Haehyun's really going to try to look for that counter hit. If he can get away from Ino, he's a big body, and Ino kind of eats those up.
So right now, Fu, all right, there's a counter hit. Not able to get a knockdown from that range, however. Let's see if he can go in, get his game going. All right, going to get a little pressure here. Catching the sweep, but not able to get much at that range.
He knew better than to run in any further.
No. That MarlinPie saw his life flash before his eyes.
I think he was looking for the burst.
The hard burst bait, and it gets punished. So again, so rough. We understand why it happens. You have to bait burst. You have to be able to keep your momentum. But when you go for a hard burst bait and cop up not only your momentum, but your damage as well, it can absolutely come back to bite you, and it does in this fashion. MarlinPie takes round 1.
I usually tell people, I mean, at this level, obviously they can do whatever they want. They're the best players in the United States. But I usually tell people early on to eat the first burst. You kind of get an idea on when people sort of feel it, because it's a very feel-based thing to read a burst. And know when they're going to use it.
Tough start there for Fu. That's definitely a move you can punish, and just not able to get that throw. And just not finding that room. I like what Fu is doing. He's realizing that right now he's not going to out-neutral MarlinPie, so he's trying to land that stray Shinken, get the big counter hit, but right now, MarlinPie just absolutely stuffing out everything. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can do here.
Oh, man, a little bit too far. It is based on how far you bounce them.
Unfortunately. Okay, nice forward punch. Fu's going to get a knockdown. Just wants to get a little bit of neutral space with that ball. Gets caught by the delayed jump dust. All right, where's the mixer going to come? Tries to catch him with the forward. All right, catches with high boost. Another hard burst bait, but catches the over. Doesn't go into the kick loop from that. Fu, I think he's outthinking himself right now.
He might be outthinking himself because there's a lot of dropped damage on the table here. And that's gonna be MarlinPie at set point.
And again, as a Haehyun player, I understand Haehyun doesn't have a lot of burst safe combos. It's a character that you do kind of have to be willing to hard burst bait. But man, get rid of the burst. If it's gone, they can't burst bait the second time.
Yeah, it almost makes you freer as a player, right? You just have less to worry about. Especially a character like Ino, where, as she's holding this burst, that is basically her only defensive option without meter.
Again, Fu, got a big counter hit earlier with the charge Hayabusa, but just not able to get anything off of it. And MarlinPie back in control, looking to close out this game 2-0.
Jump D, gets the loops here.
Going to get full knockdown. He's going to have to hold another mix-up for Fu. Doesn't have enough meter to clap out. double wires.
That hit so late. What the heck?
Oh, that's so gross. Yep, we saw MarlinPie going for his own burst bait, doesn't get it. There's the gold burst, gets gripped.
Threw him out of the recovery of it.
Yeah, that's hard to do, really hard to do. But unfortunately, Fu going to drop down to the loser's bracket. Dominating performance there from MarlinPie. Just didn't get to see what Haehyun can really do in that matchup because Fu just, again, Guilty Gear is such a huge momentum-based game, and if you never get that first burst of momentum, you can just get rolled over and not really have a chance, especially against a character like Ino, who I think by and large, most people would agree, is the best Okazeme character in the game right now.
As of now, yeah. I would kind of agree there. She is one of those characters that just needs one knockdown and has absolutely deadly mix-ups.
Yeah,
and so
super scary character, but speaking of scary things, Daymendou in losers already.
Yeah, I remember, I forgot who he played against, but it was a fantastic set that he played against in the winner side of of his pools, right? And it was a very close set, but he unfortunately dropped down. I want to say it's against Mystic, but I'm not sure because the 3-out system sort of creates a lot less double jeopardies.
Yeah,
but there are points within the 3-out system that it is possible. This could be one of them.
Yeah, that would be interesting. You do rarely see double jeopardy situations in three people out of, when we say the 3-out system, it means 3 people get out of pools. 1 in winners, 2 out on the loser side move on. That's how we get a top 48 instead of, say, a top 64. So yeah, if this is a double jeopardy, that's really interesting. And I'm curious about this matchup because, of course, this is a double jeopardy. Okay, we are being confirmed. So that's going to be interesting because we saw Mystic earlier in winners get dropped down. So yeah, that means he put Daymendou in losers. See if Daymendou can get his revenge. I gotta believe that this is not a terrible matchup for Slayer. Of course, Slayer, known as being a much weaker version of himself, doesn't have a lot of super favorable matchups in Xrd, but he's still the walking stick of dynamite. He walks forward at you, and he dares you to push the wrong button and punishes you for it. But of course, Azami, Baiken has really good horizontal space control. The Razor Crane alone is such a brutal thing for Slayer to work around because it just absolutely eats horizontal space.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, this was the Mystic versus Daymendou matchup. Went to the wire. It was a very close set.
Sure.
But let's talk about how these characters both play. I mean, they both play kind of squirrely on defense. They have great defensive options with the backdash cancel from Slayer and the Azami from Baiken. So you're going to see a lot of people mixing up their Okazeme in order to really play with your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Daymendou known for being the Slayer in the U.S.
He is the Slayer, and he has been.
Yeah, really strong player. Gets those maximum damage combos, which you have to do as a Slayer player. All right, goes in for a bite. That's something you're going to see a lot. I think if Daymendou is going to be successful in this matchup, going to need to use the bite command grab because command grabs can force Baiken to be more fidgety on defense, and that's what you want. Baiken does not have high defense in this game. You can absolutely blow up her life bar. Right now, some good respect. Both players kind of feeling out that neutral, not wanting to run into the counter hit. Right there, gets caught by the jump H. Where's the mix-up going to be? Nice dash through to get through the tatami. And here we go. Daymendou gets the knockdown. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Just raw dandy. Expecting an under pressure, but never happening.
Oh, gets caught by the IAD tatami. And here we go, back to the corner. Nice burst. I like it. That's a really good burst spot for Daymendou. Gets him out and see if he can get this first round. Going to come down to this last bit of like, who tried to call out with the up, but doesn't get it.
Oh, YRC, the PRC keeps himself safe. Oh, the double slash, not enough.
Oh, goes for an air throw, doesn't get it. Who's going to grab this last stray hit? Take round 1.
Oh man, this is going to be so hard to get in a Slayer with tatamis in his face, and that's why he's jumping back. He's trying to get Daymendou to run into one of them. There's 7 seconds left, though. Somebody has to make a decision right now.
Yeah, right now, Mystic with a very slight life lead. Daymendou has to go in. Gets caught by the jump S.
Oh man, and the patient play from Mystic pays off in the end. Daymendou couldn't find that last hit. What a miracle, though.
Yeah, no, that was insane. So much respect shown by both players, but with a couple of characters who could absolutely blow up life bars. Let's see if they continue that level of patience or if someone decides to get a little bit more squirrely, try to be a little more aggressive. All right,
Helter Skelter, dandy set perfectly placed.
Yep, very nice. Azami out of the same setup this time says, no, you will not be doing that to me twice, sir. Just again, this patience in neutral is obscene.
Oh no!
Wow.
Late active frames on the tatami, and he bursts out.
Yeah, had to. That was going to be huge damage. I like, what a nice set of neutral play. I love it. Whips the Zenzen into a jump dust.
Yeah, and one of the things that Mystic knows is that a lot of the air buttons for Baiken do control the space in front of her really well. Tatami and Jump D are fantastic for that reason, making it hard for Daymendou to find anything on the way, and he converts, although Black Beat, and he's going to get damage off it.
Yep, not quite enough to finish the job there, so Daymendou still alive, catches the bite. Nice air faultless defense there, that would have been death. Baits the burst!
That's a very common burst timing. You usually do it during the crosswise heal.
He goes for meaty dust. The burst comes out just in time to save Daymendou. YRC jump H goes up. Wow, the scramble at the end, absolutely wild there.
Yeah, and that was, I was saying that was a really smart empty dandy step from Daymendou, because one of the very common times to burst is crosswise heal. It is a move that has a very long active frame, and it has a lot of hit stun as well, so it's very easy to burst, and unless you have RC, then you really can't do anything about it. Yeah. So you actually just did it raw. I mean, Mystic got ahead of himself, didn't even see the move hit. Yeah. So that was just fantastic from Daymendou.
And Daymendou went for that raw dust at the end there, thinking he could catch Mystic sleeping. He did not. So Mystic up 1-0 in this double Jeopardy matchup. Of course, Mystic looking to twice take care of Daymendou, put him out of this tournament. Right now, pretty even, but nice catch there. Going to earn the burst, but nice air grab from Daymendou. There's the grab again. Does it twice. Oh, not able to get anything off that crouching heavy. The Totomy at the back end. There's the counter hit.
Active frames.
Wow, enough to get the full confirm. Very nice. That is not an easy confirm to pick up. You have to do what's called a Kirei Tomedy, which basically is the fastest version of an instant air dash Totomy. It's a very awkward input to get used to. And so far, back to even counter hit. This should be really good damage. Does he have enough? Not quite. Was looking to build the last bit of meter. Did that hit? Oh, the counter!
What a read, and gets the tatami right out.
Get out your Galaxy Brain.jpg image, because my God, Mystic, that is a call out if I ever saw it.
Nice.
Mystic
throw
on set point. Does it again? The confirm off it. Mystic, I see you, sir, and we are impressed.
Wow.
Baits crosswise heel. Oh, wow.
That was like, that was crazy.
Yeah, might have been a bit of a attempt to bait burst on the upwards razor crane there. All right, catches.
Try to bait something out with that walk up 6P. It did not go. Danny step around to the pile bunker.
Oh, counter it. Bad burst.
Bad burst.
Right, this is Daymendou's chance. Can he make this count? Nope, gets caught by Azami again. Right now, just not able to work around that defensive Mystic. Even with that bad, okay, nice reversal. Here we go. This should be big damage and finishes the round. Daymendou staying alive right now, trying to force the third game.
Yeah, has a chance here to even it out. Let's see if he can do it. He's finding his way in a little bit more often now.
Oh, very nice. Not able to get out of the stagger there. Has to use his burst early on. That's a big win for Mystic. Oh, wow. Went for the rise. Didn't get it. I love it. Just control that horizontal space. Dare Slayer to try and come in at you at a different angle. That's exactly what Baiken wants. Nice punish on the sweep. Going to get the knockdown. Blitzes. Calls out the forward kick. Forward kick an unthrowable normal. Oof. There we go. Baits out the Azami. Nice stagger out there for Mystic to not get bit twice. All right, gets out of the corner. Yep, catches with another Azami.
Wow, right into my loving arms to do a wake-up command grab.
Right now, Daymendou just says, you know what? I haven't been able to strike you, but I can certainly throw you for all I'm worth. And right now on the verge of pushing this to a third game.
Counter hit jump H.
There we go.
Gets as much as he can
Does it again because he knew Daymendou did not have enough for a blitz.
Oh man, wasn't able to get anything afterwards. He has meter to work with. The RC
baits the first. Doesn't have enough meter to finish this. What the cross through? Are you kidding? Counter poke on the forward kick. YRC going up. Daymendou first. Tournament life is caught. And Mystic finishes the job, does not get hit by the double jeopardy. Able to move on in winners. Daymendou going out, not going to make it to top 16 this round. That was crazy scrambles at the end there.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. And you sort of expected it from this matchup, partly because, you know, Slayer has to play like that now. He really has to look for his one moment to get a big hit.
Yeah.
And Mystic was making it so hard, right? How many times did we see a Tatami hit late on the active frames? How many times did we see him run into something while Mystic was jumping in the air? I mean, it just happened time and time again. And so Day wasn't able to get anything strung together. It was really difficult for him.
Yeah, the big highlight there is you saw Daymendou getting those bites, those grabs. The problem that Slayer has in Xrd, and by far his biggest problem, he is maybe the most meter-starved character in Xrd right now. If he doesn't have 50% meter, he doesn't get that ridiculous Slayer damage unless he has your guard bar cranked and gets counter hit after counter hit. So while the bite sets up a counter hit, if he doesn't have the meter to go with it, he isn't able to actually do those execution level combos that just blow up a life bar and steal rounds away. Because you saw both of them played such respectful neutral, so patient, but that also requires doing a lot of things like using a YRC to adjust your positioning, using a dead angle to get out of pressure, and just Mystic did a great job of making sure that Daymendou had to be meter starved that entire game.
So we got next up, we got ElvenShadow versus Zidane, and this is, you know, ElvenShadow is not only storied because this is his tournament, but also just one of the best players in the US scene of all time.
Yeah.
But that's not only him on that chair, it's also Zidane as well. This is a throwback to the classics.
Yeah, no, absolutely. These two, of course, represented their regions in multiple tournaments across multiple versions of Guilty Gear XX. ElvenShadow been playing since the Guilty Gear X days. Yes, that was a game, believe it or not, many, many years ago.
We don't talk about that game anymore.
But yeah, no, this is a classic matchup, and Faust Leo is a really interesting match. It is the definition of spacing and control versus
I want to get
in the face.
I want to get in.
I want to get in, I want to make you sad, and I want to take your life bar. Of course, these two familiar with each other. They played quite a bit, especially when Xrd first launched. We're going to see who's going to move on in Frosty Faustings. Will ElvenShadow stay alive in his own tournament, or will he be bowing out before the top 16?
Oil's still there in the corner, so it's going to be hard for him to get out. He tried to right there. Dive kick, stuffed him in there. Oh, no!
Gold
hammer hit. That means that stun is way high.
Yeah.
And he bursts out. He was going to get stunned for sure.
Yep.
He might still get stunned.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that counter hit did not stun. Of course, Leo does have one of the highest stun ratings in Guilty Gear.
There it is.
Yep, that'll do it. And Zidane says, "I'm not even going to stagger. Just let's wipe this one off the board.
Let me get another one.
Give me my run back right now. Let's just start over, reset, go to a second round. Firework, nice patience there by Zidane. Wow, the high jump kick, counter hit drill. That's going to be solid damage off the confirm there for Bozak. Nice. I like it. The anti-air jab. All right, where's the mix going to come? Crosses over. Wow, that was a call out. Probably a hard burst. Forward punch, very nice. And into the capture. Yep, immediate stand kick. Ooh, there's meteors coming down too. Yup, get a grip. YRC, nice punish on the door, but not able to finish. Interesting exchange. I'm not sure what happened there because Zidane clearly saw the door teleport, was able to punish it, but didn't get a combo. Oh, going to get poisoned. This is going to be a wrap for round one. Pardon me, game one. ElvenShadow going up 1-0.
And it was really, that YRC is like one of the best ways to deal with that door mix-up, because it does come out 3 different ways. But if you do it at the right timing, you'll just understand what's going to happen, because it'll slow down time and you can make a read on or make a decision on what's happening right then and there.
Excellent DP bait there from ElvenShadow. Called out that flash kick, did a safe jump essentially. All right, here we go. Zidane in, getting Leo mix-up, earns that burst from ElvenShadow. Oh, nice block on the overhead. That's always so scary. That is Faust's best starter. Gets a ton of damage off it. There is Jump Age, one of the most oppressive air-to-air normals in all of Guilty Gear. Oh, just out of range for that counter hit confirmed. Zidane really wanted that. Ooh. The hammer, so scary. It's the worst feeling in the world is you catch an item throw and you're like, this is my chance, I get it, and then you see that hammer wobbling towards you. You know if you get counter hit, it's a ton of stun, it's a ton of damage, and other things to get in the way. Little mini Faust, of course, a huge problem in any matchup. And I love the way ElvenShadow's playing this right now. Just going, I'm going to use my long-range pokes. I don't want you near me. But now, Zidane getting that corner pressure. Nice faultless defense out. Catches it way out with the stand kick. Very nice patience from Bozak.
Wow,
here we go.
great confirm on that big air body that Faust has. Gives you some different confirms.
Right now, ElvenShadow using faultless defense to the T's, using it to push Leo out, making sure he doesn't get the easy box.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Where's it going to be? Catches with the mortar.
Oh, the oil!
The oil actually destroyed that counter hit, and here we go. Zidane going to get the full confirm. Bozak has his burst back. Oh!
That was in the air, though, so he wasn't able to confirm the super into it.
I like that. Goes up, blocks the mini Faust. Didn't want it interrupting pressure or combo. Zidane trying to stay alive right now. Catches, should have enough here. All right, evens it up 1 round apiece here in game 2.
That's such an interesting situation. Mortal Counter allows you to cancel any regular into anything you want, including a run, which is the best way to cancel it. And just the oil messed him up in that situation. That was so unfortunate.
Yeah, the oil slick. Oh, wow. Mini Faust actually has enough of a hitbox. I hate little Marlins. I hate that thing so much.
Homie's got to hold down the block.
You don't need a big squad, you just need a squad, and Faust has one of the best there is. Interesting trade. That actually stopped the scalpel pull right there.
Man, he's got so many oils in this.
Yeah, it's kind of wild how many. That hometown, it's his tournament. Sometimes the item luck goes your way.
The Frosty Faustings power up for him is actually it actually documented at this point.
Mini Faust actually forces that combo to be truncated and causes Zidane a lot of damage in a good setup. And now Bozak puts him in the corner. Sometimes the item RNG does Faust things, and you have to hold it. And again, same thing. Had to completely break off.
Oh man, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, wow, calls out and goes with it.
He has a chance here. Oh no!
He went for the burst bait. Poison and gets caught.
The jump S will finish it off. ElvenShadow takes it 2-0. Oh man, check his stick. Make sure to. Oh, he's desyncing his controller. Yeah, he's actually really good at that. He will take the opponent's stick or tell the opponent to do that himself.
Yep.
I thought he was going to check his stick.
Everyone learned from Zidane. Desync your controllers at tournaments, please. But yeah, no, really, really nice showing from ElvenShadow there. And no fault of Zidane for those burst baits at the end there. Kind of had to. When you're at the end of the round like that, the life bar is running down, you have to expect your opponent to burst. They're not just going to let you kill them for free.
Yeah, it's like at that point, it's almost like a 50-50, right?
It really is.
Because they're either going to spend the burst because they have to stay alive or they're not. And, you know, so you just make a hard read sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's like much different than like what we were talking about before, where it's like a beginning of the round, right? Where you're just like, maybe I should just get you to spend the burst because then I just don't have to worry about it afterwards. Right? But at the late end of the game, it is like just a 50-50, and you have to figure out what they're going to do, maybe on earlier tendencies, maybe on past experience, what have you. But we're going to move on to the next one. We got Geodude versus Haseo.
Yeah, no, this is really interesting. Again, Geodude showed very, very strong play in that matchup against PepperySplash earlier, showing he has a Dizzy not only with the pressure, but impressive defense for a Dizzy player. A lot of times you see Dizzy's
very impressed.
You see Dizzy's kind of wilt when they get under pressure because especially in this version, her normal's so much slower than they used to be. She doesn't really have good counter pokes. She doesn't have great panic buttons. So we saw that Geodude can definitely weather the storm on defense, but he wasn't quite able to get that really gross offense that Dizzy has at her disposal going. We'll see what he can do against Haseo. We are still in the loser's side of the bracket.
Yeah. So I was really impressed with Dizzy. Like I was saying before, her normals have slowed down a little bit. But that's because she's more lockdown oriented. She's more. I mean, it's hard to say, but maybe slightly more screen pollution oriented because of how they changed some of her items, right? Some of the firefish, laserfish, and the bubbles as well have changed in such a way where she can actually, you know, just make a lot of blocks that happen from very far away.
Yeah, more designed around, you know, that strike throw style mix-up as opposed to the old double air dash, you know, overhead cross-up kind of thing. She still has those, but as most players know, a lot of them are very fraudulent. If you know how to get out, they're actually very easy to escape in this game if you've done a little lab work. So we will see, of course, two very mobile characters here, Raven and Dizzy. Going to see a lot of airplay in this matchup.
Yeah, both very good at that lockdown, so you're going to see it back and forth from one and the other.
Yep, and early on here, Haseo all the way over from across the pond to play Frosty Faustings. Right now with a nice early life lead, goes up and grabs. So many Raven players are excellent at going up and just catching people.
Yeah, because Raven doesn't have a lot of good times to use JD, which is his best way to get that air knockdown, right?
Yep.
So they've just gotten really good at finding that air throw, and that's going to be the first round for Haseo.
Yeah, very nice start for him. Pretty dominant there. We'll see if Geodude can make the adjustment. Of course, trying to catch Raven as Dizzy, not easy. You don't have a lot of time to get that screen pollution out because Raven is not only mobile near, he has needles, and needles are a great way to deter people from trying to spend too much time setting up things from across the screen.
A fire bubble, another ice dagger, trying to find another lockdown setup, but Haseo finds his way out.
Yeah, I thought that fire bubble was actually going to explode with that jump kick, but it was just out of range, so Geodude not able to get the big confirm he had an option for there, but has a nice life lead. That was definitely an attempt at a run-up tick grab, just out of range. Didn't get punished for it, though. Oh, nice cross under into the stand kick. I like it from Haseo.
Yeah, Geodude's looking like he's trying to find something there with throwing out those fire bubbles, trying to find any sort of lockdown.
Oh, a little bit of a drop there. All right, using the frame trap for Dizzy. There we go, goes in. I like it. Run up and grab out of range. Gets the combo. Gonna get a nice mix up here. Where will it be?
Oh, man.
Just putting on, catches with the jump heavy. Haseo definitely not going to use a burst there down that much. Very good on him to not panic there. We tie it up 1 round apiece.
Good stuff from Geodude, finding a way to lock him down in the corner.
Yep, forward punch, very nice. I'm liking that Geodude is adding this to the repertoire here. Forward punch, of course, a very good instant air dash killer. Has nice active frames on it. Definitely useful in a matchup against a character like Raven.
He's able to get the knockdown in that situation, but Haseo now having the corner positioning. Got to worry about that fire bubble.
Nice use of crouching heavy to try and go under it, but right now Haseo not able to get away from this pressure. Not getting opened up, not really getting hit for a grip, but just Geodude not letting him leave. A little bit of a drop there, definitely can confirm that into a knockdown. And there's that run-up air grab from Haseo, very nice. Right. Oh, called it out, but just out of range. And here's the knockdown. Where will the mix-up be? Empty jump, nice defense from Geodude once again. Crosses himself back into the corner. Able to confirm that. Again, just throwing out that screen pollution, does catch. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that was a burst bait as well.
Yeah, dropped the combo at the last part, trying to look for that burst, but Haseo, last legs, still has a burst of her own.
Looking here, being patient. Nice use of the jump heavy, very good air-to-air normal for Dizzy. Geodude just trying to close out this last little bit of life for Raven. Trying to be patient. Oh, no. Is this how it goes? Not quite enough, not at the right range. Raven can do a ton of damage with a straight counter hit with Danger Time, but does not catch it. The jump H closes it out. Geodude takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and one of the things that Geodude was doing really, really well for himself versus Raven is that Raven obviously has that air dash, right, that just skirts the floor.
Yes.
And it's a little bit different than everybody else's, but one thing that Geodude was doing really well is actually just neutral jumping and then full hop, like full jump neutral jumping. Yeah. And what that's doing is that it's actually creating constant situations where Dizzy is actually above Raven if he air dashes in. Yep. So you actually can't do that. And then in that situation, Dizzy is able to stall her falling with either bubble or some other special, and that's something that's making it really difficult for Haseo to get in.
Yeah, speaking of Dizzy, there was the actual corner Dizzy damage that we haven't gotten to see from Geodude. Doing those full ground bounce combos, gets a ton of damage done. Right now has a massive life lead, but Haseo says, I'm not done. Go up, get a grip. Right now, if I'm Haseo, the first thing I want to do, I want to earn that burst. At the very least, if I can't make the full comeback, nice call out.
With the 2S.
Yeah, very nice use of that crouching slash. Of course, that's been Dizzy's anti-air throughout her entire existence in Guilty Gear. It actually got rebuffed to its former glory here in Revelator 2. And very nice call out, catches that air dash mix-up. So Geodude not only able to put himself on match point, but also saved his burst, which was a big deal after Haseo was getting a nice grip of momentum there in the latter half of that round. All right, both going back to that neutral. You see YRC Ice Spike, of course, amazing tool for Dizzy. Great for pressure, great for playing neutral. All right, here we go. Gonna get a poke, see what Haseo can do here. Good patience again from Geodude, showing he's more than willing to sit and wait his turn.
Nice reversal throw. I mean, we expected the conversion from Geodude, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. If you thought maybe the bubble was going to hit a little higher, might have been able to do an instant air dash confirmed from Dizzy. But either way, no real harm, no foul there, as Geodude still has a nice life lead, trying to close out this set, stay alive in this tournament. All right, going in again. Just it's so interesting to watch this kind of neutral where it's air focused. Both players constantly looking for air mobility. Haseo does get caught by the flame spike there. Stuck in the corner. Geodude trying to control. Ooh, a trade bails Haseo out, but he gets grabbed. Gonna have to hold this, and it is enough. Geodude moving on. Haseo will drop out just short of top 16.
Yeah, and unfortunate, you know, that last air dash was just timed a little bit too early, so the air dash hit on top of the jump H was unable to get hit, so, you know, unfortunate. But what is fortunate is that you can get 50% off Windjammers. This is one of the easiest games to learn. I can tell you, you can teach your friends, you can teach yourself within 5 minutes. It is one of, like, the best games to just get a buddy, get a couple of friends, and just have a great time. Windjammers is one of my favorite games to play. You can get 50% off this version of on PS4 or PS Vita during this weekend from the 18th to the 21st.
And of course, C2E2 right around the corner coming up in February. Be sure to get your badges soon. The premier Comic-Con event here in Chicago. Come to see Paul Rudd, Lucy Pohl, Carolina Rudisa, and Jennifer Hale. C2E2 is amazing. If you've never been, you love Comic-Cons, definitely check it out. They have an amazing gaming hall this year. Get your badges in now.
And Super TSB is going to be happening on April 19th through the 20th. You can register down to SmashGG/Super TSB. This is one of the biggest air dasher. I guess it's turning into like a regional/major at this point, because New York has been holding it down for the air dasher community. They're running a team tournament this time, so they can see it right there, 2v2s or 3v3s. So if you see your game out there and you're going to be in the area, or you want to fly out to probably want to be one of the biggest air dasher tournaments of the year, go register now at SmashGG.Super TSB.
And of course, Super Saturdays coming up. You can get yourself free entry into Combo Breaker. You've heard us talking about Combo Breaker all weekend. It's an amazing event. Go to Super Saturdays. Champions of Season 3 going to receive a free venue fee and winning game entry into the game that they take home. Definitely check it out. Plenty of games to enter and get yourself into Combo Breaker for free. All right, coming back to it. We have a losers round match. Two of the best in the business at their characters. Hotashi and BloodWolf. Going to do a button check here. Crazy to see these two in losers already.
Yeah, it is, but it shows the level of talent that is out at this tournament. BloodWolf is representing the May character that is just, I want to say, just, in my opinion, madly underrated, and on top of which, underrepresented. You don't usually see this from legacy characters. Legacy characters are usually represented pretty well because of how long they've been in the series.
Yeah.
May, not so much.
She definitely got an overhaul. She has a lot of the same buttons. She has a lot of the same tools she's had, but her game plan is very different from the Accent Core days, where her mix-up was this really gross, I have an unthrowable low and a command grab. What are you going to do on your wake up besides sit there and be sad? And then, you know, her amazing counter hit conversion. She's changing to more of an Okazeme style based character, a setup based character. And a lot of May players just didn't care for it. They kind of like playing that, you know, I'm in the air, I have these gigantic hitboxes that on counter hit bring the big damage home. But BloodWolf has stuck with it. See some very, very impressive play out of him at all sorts of Guilty Gear tournaments. And of course, we've talked about Hotashi, that love of the sniper rifle, one of the premier Elphelts, not just in the US, but in the world. I mean, Elphelt is an interesting character. She is not popular in Japan.
No.
Japan does not consider her to be all that strong. Meanwhile, over here in America, where we play a lot of Marvel, oh, they love this character, and they have stuck with her, and it has paid off. So right now, Hotashi going to get first blood. Does end up cornering himself as BloodWolf is able to jump out. You'll see that a lot from May. One of May's best defensive options, jumping. She has the fastest jump startup in the game. It's a very high jump, and it gets her out of a lot of situations that other characters simply can't jump out of.
Yeah, and on top of which is complemented by a series of unbelievable air normals. Yeah. You'll see jump H quite a few times.
Yep. Wow, that was an interesting cross-up.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't even think Hotashi knew which side that was going to end up on, unless she didn't see the conversion out of it. Oh, went for the anti-air, didn't get it. Again, May, one of the few characters that can challenge the anti-air of a character like Elphelt, and right now, BloodWolf going to get that knockdown. Kind of an awkward space in the end, but catches Hotashi pushing buttons. And BloodWolf takes round one in this first game on the loser side.
Yeah, looking good. And the reason why we bring up that May is an underrepresented character is because not a lot of people, you know, have the matchup experience, especially at this sort of level. So BloodWolf is going to have the ability to maybe play a little bit differently versus, you know, some of the people that he might play with regularly who have learned the matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, nice grab there from the shotgun normal. Nice backdash by BloodWolf to get out of that. He's about to be pushed to the corner. Yep, everybody gets shot. As we've said many times, there's the shotgun pressure. Nice use of meter, going to get the full confirm here. Not going to have quite enough to kill, but is going to get that knockdown. Set up that Pineberry mix-up. Just going to shoot, chip you out. Nice YRC jump there from BloodWolf to avoid getting chipped out. Does have a big life deficit to overcome. Ooh, 3 counter hits in a row. Hotashi probably on verge of getting stunned. Of course, Mei has a lot of moves with a great deal of stun on it, but there it is, the champagne bottle. That classic anti-air from Elphelt. Hotashi evens this up 1 round apiece.
Yeah, BloodWolf just looking like he was making his comeback towards the end, but Hotashi was just trying to swirl around his last hit, you know, trying to grind it out. Finds another hit in the corner, but wasn't able to confirm with the close S. Great response from BloodWolf.
Yeah, Mei, of course, notable for having one of the tiniest air hitboxes in the game, and she's very floaty, so it's easy to see drops like that happen. Oftentimes, you have to have character-specific combos against Mei if your combos are very juggle-heavy. But Hotashi.
There you go. RC off the Bundle Express. A great read on the burst. And he's going to go into the burst where they made it clean it up.
Yeah, really a checkmate situation there for BloodWolf. You know you're not supposed to burst in the corner against Elphelt, especially with the shotgun out. But what are you going to do? Sit there and get shot 3 times, go on the next game?
Yeah.
You know, props to Hotashi. Did exactly what Elphelt's supposed to do. Wait, charge those shots just the right time, baits the burst. And he is up 1-0 in this set. Go back and forth here. The Dolphin catches a straight counter hit. Nice. Not a true combo, but doesn't matter if they don't tech, but too high to get the knockdown. There's that sniper rifle, of course. That is something you're not going to see as much in this matchup because, again, Mei is so fast and floaty, it's hard to actually catch. Pineberry betrays Hotashi, loses him the momentum. There's the sniper rifle again, trying to keep BloodWolf at bay. Nice sweep. Wow, the maximum range. Impressive spacing there out of BloodWolf, and he scores a corner knockdown into the mix-up. Hotashi trying to jump out, cannot escape. BloodWolf takes round 1 of game 2.
Yeah, I mean, Hotashi tried to make a good read there and expected to delay Dolphin, but at the same time, BloodWolf knew you could keep him locked down and wait for the Dolphin for later. So that was good stuff.
Oh, wow, just gets hit by the raw Pineberry. Actually worked out in his favor.
Yeah, way too high.
Yeah, Hotashi not able to confirm much, but now we're going back to the other side of the screen. Dolphin does erase the Pineberry, so BloodWolf able to escape, setting up that B12. Wow. Wake up, chuck him back in the corner. Hotashi says, I'm not going to hold this mix-up, but I have a friend that I would like to introduce you to, and it has a whole clip full of things. Nice jump out of the unblockable. Like we said, Mei can get out of setups that other characters cannot because of that jump.
Finds his way to the corner, and a great 5H just interrupting the setups from Mei. And that's going to be set point for Hotashi.
Yeah. Again, Hotashi's so good at recognizing when he's at that range to counter poke with the pistol shot. And you see, so good, he only does 1. He doesn't mash on it like a lot of newer Elphelts will because it's so easy to get there and be like, oh, I'm going to take this extra damage. And a lot of times it knocks down. Hotashi using it as a check at that range, and it's so good when you can recognize it. But right now, BloodWolf, with a nice bit of momentum, catches the overhead, forces the burst out of Hotashi.
Dolphin still rocking over there, puts him in the corner. Oh, the trade and the conversion!
Really? Are you serious, Hotashi?
Oh, baby!
That was spicy. Nice block on the overhead, but gets caught by the CQC.
Yeah, very nice. He knew that he had 50%, so you do have to worry about the dead angle as well, but not if you command grab.
Wow, the slide gets an in for BloodWolf. Going down to the Y here, BloodWolf trying to stave off elimination. Oh, not enough to knock down. Elphelt was too high. Gets caught by another Pineberry, and BloodWolf with the key clutch conversion, and Hotashi saying, why'd I prime that grenade? I know better. Why do you betray me, Pineberry? I thought we were friends.
There was a couple of times where it was surprising. Usually Elphelt players, especially at this level, have gotten so good at recognizing how to use Pineberry at any time that they pull it, whether they have to throw it early, throw it late, or maybe even, you know, optimally let it rock and just hold it onto it.
And you see Hotashi, he needs a moment. He let one get away there, and he knows it. He definitely was in control. Didn't quite get that corner burst bait that we talked about. BloodWolf able to escape that shotgun pressure, and then that unfortunate Pineberry at the end closes it out. So Hotashi taking a moment, and Hotashi, of course, we talk about the amazing facial, reactions he'll give after a round. Hotashi's a notably emotional player. Like he rides high and low on his emotions. So I like this. That was a tough end. You're coming down to the wire, trying to get into top 16 at the first major, the first U.S. Arc Revo tournament. So he says, let me sit, let me clear the mind, let's start over. I'm going to let the intro rock again. Think about how I won that first game. See if I can get back to playing my game style and not let BloodWolf catch those big counter hits, do that Mei damage.
Yeah, you can see it from Hotashi. He a lot of the times does wear his heart on the sleeve. He does play with a lot of emotion. It is to his benefit or detriment, but if he's able to curve a little bit here, this is going to be good for him. We're going to get into the last game of this set, BloodWolf versus Hotashi.
Yeah, here we go. Winner will be moving on, should get their ticket punched to top 16. Loser will go out just short. Here we go. Hotashi able to push back the corner. Nice catch on the shotgun normal. Ooh, calls out the slide with the spacing. I like it. Both of these players showing really great knowledge of their spacing in the matchup. There's that max range sweep again, but the anti-air on the counter hit. Hotashi going to get the knockdown. Very nice.
High toss, tries to keep him locked down.
You saw Hotashi actually aim the sniper rifle up a little bit, expecting BloodWolf to jump. He did not, but gets caught. And that's going to be a wrap. Hotashi, that mental break paying dividends. He's back on set point yet again.
Yeah, there's an adjustment from Hotashi. He's looking better already.
All right, see if he can close this out, or if BloodWolf can once again answer back, push this to a final round. But early on, got to hold that mix-up in the corner, trying to get out. You see May, of course, again, utilizing that fast jump, trying to escape the corner, and is earning a little bit of real estate, backs herself in the corner.
Oh, the trade definitely not in his favor.
No,
Hotashi, man, what a capitalization, too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
dangerous burst. Absolutely dangerous burst, but BloodWolf finds his way out. Now, can Hotashi finish off knowing BloodWolf doesn't have another get out of jail free card, but right now, nice wake up grab. Very, very good out of Hotashi. And now, on the verge, has May in the corner, gets caught. This is going to be enough. And Hotashi with that, the deep breath. Someone get that man a paper bag and a ventilator.
But a good win. I love when you do get these wins from when you're a player like Hotashi, because he's a very emotional player. So when you get this win, I mean, I can tell you as an emotional player myself, it makes you feel like, yo, I can do it. Like, I can beat through this wall that has crumbled me time and time again. So he gets through this one. Good stuff to him. And he's going to be moving on into the tournament.
Yeah, and again, you know, you saw this is a great lesson. Even if you're a tournament veteran or if you're new to a tournament, if you have a round and something gets away from you or you're not liking how you're playing, go to character select. You can, even if you can't switch characters, if the tournament rules don't allow it, go to character select. Take a minute, clear your mind, let yourself just breathe for a minute, because if you are tilted and you immediately hit that rematch button, you may have already thrown away the next game.
That's very true. Very true.
And that's not for everyone. Some people, when they flub, they just want to go back in. They're like, nope, I've made a mess. Let me clean it up right here, right now. But again, an emotional player like Hotashi, he knew it's like, I'm going to back up. I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to fix what I dropped there, and he did. And just you saw it, very, very dominating, third game there.
Yeah, he knows what he knows what he needs for himself, and I think that's very important as a player. You got to know yourself pretty well. I do. I mean, you can say it right there that when he lost that round in that second game, he went back to character select and took a break right there, right? And that was really key, because I saw a key adjustment in the way that he played. He played much more around the shotgun style than he did the sniper. That's something he normally goes for. He is known as the best shot in the U.S., but he went to more shotgun. He'd actually go into shotgun confirms just to have it out. And it was so impressive for him to make that recognition and just be like, all right, you know what? That long-range game is not working out for me right now.
Yeah,
switch to the shotgun. Let's get in his face. Let's make sure he doesn't set up dolphins and otters, and then we're going to run the game.
Yep. No, very impressive adjustment. And again, Hotashi moving on. BloodWolf dropping out just short of top 16. And another match right here trying to set our top 16. Mr. K and Sway. Sway with a strong run here, this Frosty Faustings. We talk about, of course, everyone expects Teresa's jam to be, boiling through these brackets at a rapid rate. Sway, of course, just keeps improving. He just continually ups his game. It's becoming one of the best jams in the U.S.
Yeah, he is getting better and better. He is very introspective on the way he plays. He's not one of those guys that gets better like immediately. He's one of those guys that has to really grind for his work. But he does. He puts in the work, and it's showing as he is playing versus Mr. K.
Yep. So right now, both these players trying to get into the top 16. Loser will be going home. And right now, a pretty even start here. Nice low sweep.
Wow.
Max range calls out. Mr. K trying to get in. A little bit of a drop there, though, and Mr. K going to go into that back turn stance. Back turn. Oh, wow. Super. Did it work?
Super? Yes, it did.
Wow. I like it. Might as well check him. Not going to do a ton of damage. Phoenix Super not noted for his damage, but it is involved. Baits the flash kick. Going to get a grip of damage. Not a lot of meter or a charged up card, so not going to be able to get a kill combo there. Oh, gets caught by the YRC projectile.
Yeah, he still has meter to work with. He's going to YRC for the Oki pressure, and the dead angle gets him away from the block without Soki.
Oh, nice poke with the stand slash and the instant air dash over. Of course, Jam, known for incredibly fast air dash and her fast air normals, goes in. Sway takes round 1. See if Mr. K can make a bit of an adjustment here.
Nice.
I like it. The empty slide into the throw. Gonna go up here. Oh, catches with a counter hit. Puffball earns Mr. K's burst early in the second round. Sway looking pretty nice right now.
Yeah, and it might be all she wrote, because that means he's not going to be able to get out of many combos without taking a huge risk with that DP.
Yeah, but there's that Leo damage off his bread and butter. So much of a grip, and yup, Sway says, I've had enough. I would like a little bit of space here. Please let me burst. Wow, the anti-air duck jab into the full confirm. Beautiful from Sway. Excellent. Opts not to charge a card. Just
yes.
Wow. The call out. Empty parry into a throw. Wow, I'm impressed. Sway trying to get deep into Mr. K's mind right now. But again, the only problem, not a ton of damage. This is going to be a ton of damage, however, as long as he hits that second kick. Oh, he missed it! Oh, gosh.
Oh, it is a timing thing. It doesn't happen just naturally.
No, you have to let go of the... Grips him out of Berserker Sling. That is a lifesaver. Sway knows that was a clutch save right there. If you drop that round, that could be the snowball going downhill. That was a brutal drop. Absolutely brutal drop.
Yeah, it's one of those things you really shouldn't drop as a Jam player at this point, but you know, nerves happen, you're on the stage. Yeah. It is plausible.
Yeah. Oh, and so close to the corner. That kick is somewhat, you know, spacing dependent. Yes. You saw he was right next to the corner. You do have to delay it a little bit longer, and man, is it hard to delay extra when you're in the pressure of a tournament. Right now, speaking of delay, Mr. K says, no, I'm tired of not playing Leo. I'm going to be up in your face, do that real damage. Oh, a bit of a drop there from Sway. Definitely could have got a lot more damage after that charge region. Bates a flash kick. That was wow.
Not at that spacing.
No, out of range. Combo. Yeah, just out of range for the parry to go in, and Mr. K capitalizes. Mr. K threw a lot of resources there, whiffed a flash kick at a very, you know, egregious range, then with the burst, but able to take that round, so it all works out. See if Sway can make a nice grip. I like it. Calls out that back dash. Going to get the knockdown off the charge kick.
Yeah, and the reason why you use that charge kick is because of that reason right there. Oh boy, what a call out.
Caught Mr. K pushing buttons. I love that super of Jams because it's safe. It's an incredibly strong pressure stick.
Safe.
Oh, flash kick, RC. Mr. K says, I will spin the bar to get out of here. Call you out for pushing buttons. Catches him on the dive kick. Not able to get a combo at that range, but regains the pressure forward. Heavy counter hit. Drops again. That should have been a kill. Sway again. Couple times now has opportunities to close out rounds. Doesn't do it. We'll come back to haunt him. Woo!
Yeah, wake up DP. Not something you see all that often without charge, and it just had to have enough invincibility right there.
Yeah, the Jam's regular DP, not a highly invulnerable move.
No,
very dangerous to do that situation, but Sway says, go for it, gets rewarded. Now he is on set point.
He's looking really good here, but he finally, Mr. K found the hit in the corner and the reset. So I saw the burst from Sway. Nice YRC, finds the punish with the 6H.
Do it again. We're going into that parry stance and then just chucking Mr. K, daring him to not freeze, and so far it's worked multiple times. Nice jump out of the Berserker Slash. I like it. Sway trying to close this out. Keep moving forward in this bracket.
Nice.
Yep. Bates the burst.
Just an empty run. Oh, that was so sick.
It's sick, but another drop there. Sway playing well, making the great reads, just not getting these maximum confirms and closing out these games like he should. All right, nice catch there.
Cancels the run as well, finds the hit, tried to pick up with the 5K, just a little bit too far. He still has that Ryujin on deck.
All right, Mr. K going in, has that pressure, catches on the cross-up, catches on the overhead.
Doesn't have the meter to finish it off, though.
No. Sway, what's the response going to be? The duck jab!
And he press buttons! What a crazy person! That's Sway gonna take it over Mr. K!
And the pop-off.
Yo, Winnie jumping off. You got to pop off for your boy there, because that was a great game, taking it over. One of the best players in the U.S., the guy who's riding high as of recent. That is a big win for Sway.
Yeah, no. And again, that's a good call out, because one of the things Leo does struggle with, characters with fast buttons. Yep. Jam's duck dat, one of the fastest buttons in all of Guilty Gear. If you sense a gap, you can poke out of some whale stuff, and sure enough, Sway said, I want this over. I'm going to end this right now. And he does. And now we have a couple of our boys on stream, of course. MechaMacGyver, my regular sparring partner on Guilty Gear Online, and this will be a matchup he is very, very familiar with, taking on Fu's Haehyun. But MechaMacGyver, I'm going to say it right now, I think he is the best answer in the U.S.
Yeah, as I was going to say before, so if you watched him last year, this is one of the only tournaments that he goes to now, just because, you know, it is Frosty Faustings, it's a gear-centric tournament, but he goes to this tournament, and last year he saw him get to around this position with the Haehyun.
Yep.
And that's because he played the Haehyun very well. I mean, he was one of those characters that loves a character that could just kill you, like execution-wise. Yep. Not like buttons pressed at the right time, like literally behead you execution sort of style. So he really likes that character. Switched to the Answer as a character that was underrepresented because he was kind of finicky when he started out, but loves the self-expression that a character that can really just like create your own, you know, create your own mix-up. Like you just set up scrolls and you just dash around and you try to go for something crazy.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Answer before, and if you haven't seen, I don't think people have seen Answer at this level. No. Honestly, like, it's hard. Like, I'm not trying to talk on my boy. I'm trying to say he's really good, and not a lot of people have seen it.
Answer is the most underrepresented and I feel underexplored character in XO.
Yes.
And Japan basically played this character for a couple months and washed their hands of it. They said, nope, this isn't going to work in this game. There's too much weirdness. He has very strange execution stuff. You have to do a lot of things with the scroll cling where you have to let your stick go back to neutral for a brief second. And it's very unorthodox input for Guilty Gear, but MechaMacGyver has put in the time, and he's on the verge of breaking in the top 16. This matchup for Answer is polarizing. When Answer's going good, Answer looks like a god in this, but that one bad counter hit, Answer has no guts. Answer has bad defense. You can explode this character.
And this is another one of those situations where Answer loves big bodies.
Yes, absolutely.
And you know, Haehyun, great character, some great buttons, but sometimes the big body really is a big hindrance to him.
Nice blitz there from Fu. All right. Got to get all of it.
You've got to get all of it. Yeah, and that's one of the big problems with Fu. Drops a lot of combos.
Yep, and there's that change to Haehyun in the past version of Revelator. That would have been a knockdown, but now jumping heavy does not knock down from double jump height. Nice, very good use. That is one of the best buttons for Haehyun in this matchup. Ooh, doesn't get the charge Hayabusa out. This is going to be big damage.
That was almost a game of chicken there. Both people holding their charge. Clap up. Oh, he went for the S after scroll.
Yeah, I don't know if
counter hit, and he's going to get the pickup off. He wasn't able to get the combo. Just the wire seemed far away.
Bit of a scramble. Forward punch. The burst.
He actually bursted. And the dash at the last second.
Wow. Woo! MechaMacGyver bets it all. Throws the burst out at a dangerous range and gets away with it. Takes that first round by the skin of his teeth. There's that forward punch. Nice confirmed from Fu. And here we go. Going to put MechaMacGyver in the mix-up. Nice run-up tick grab. Where's the mix-up going to come? Nice patience from Fu.
Ball control.
Yep, no, it's so good. His ability to leave that tuner ball just behind you is so strong. All right, very nice. Yep, MechaMacGyver going to dead angle out. Wants to get out of that consistent ball mix-up.
Oh. Yes, you have to be able to deal with card. It has so much block stun.
Yeah. Even though it didn't get Fu completely out, it did mess up the spacing for MechaMacGyver's combo, so that was definitely a wire C well spent. Nice.
What an air throw.
Goes up and grips him as he tries to get to that scroll.
That is one of the problems with Answer, is that the scroll's kind of placed where he wants to be in the air, so you can kind of make a read on where he wants to go.
Yep, for sure. Right. Good.
Oy, very nice confirm.
That is these two play a lot, and that is matchup knowledge right there. MechaMacGyver was looking for a tech trap. If Fu would have teched at the top of the screen, he would have got air thrown by the command grab. Charge Hayabusa. Oh, what happened there?
I think they were kind of playing chicken again.
Yeah, they definitely were. MechaMacGyver able to avoid a massive combo there, and there's the crossover. Oh, catches him crouching until it goes over. Unfortunate.
Jump over the tuner ball.
All right. Sets the scrolls instead of opting for the rest show. I like it. A lot of newer Answer players will rely on rest show a lot to finish combos. Set scrolls. You are not playing Answer.
Take that trade.
Yep. Definitely in Answer's favor here. The clap. Is it going to hit? No, over it, but no punish. There's the run up. It's Zuna drop. Roman cancel. Not going to have enough to kill, but it's going to have a setup here. Very nice. Catches him. OTG. Not quite enough. Fu trying to weather the storm and catches him with the jump. Very nice from MechaMacGyver.
And that was a great play from what happened earlier, right? You saw him before. He threw the card and immediately called it in order to get the hit. Fu, unfortunately, bit into that. So the next time, what does he do? He tries to jump early, he tries to get away from it. And he knew. He just threw the card, jumped back, H, did the trick.
Yep. No, very, very nice there from MechaMacGyver. Close matchup. Obviously, Fu far from being done yet. There's a nice air grip. Re-air grip after bouncing him off the tuner ball. And there, yep, good work there. Going to get that full damage. Very nice. Answer has very low stun, so good use of the blue kick combo there. Trying to get maximum stun.
Wow.
Goes into the Grandpa Viper and says, I don't think you'll block this. And sure enough, he's correct.
Great blocks, but eats the throw afterwards. Unfortunately, that's all he's going to need to get the perfect.
Yeah. Nice adjustment there from Fu.
Yeah, took a big risk on that Grandpa Viper. That was the last love he could possibly do in that situation.
Yep, went for it, paid off. Can't push buttons after Resho like that, not at that range. It's not plus, but Answer has underrated normals. Again, something, oh wow.
Oh no, oh no. He's got 3. Yep. All right, he's gonna call it at 3 right there, still 50%.
Yeah, no, and Answer in big stuff right there is a nice mix up. The stand heavy had to burst there. If Answer gets counter hit again, he is going to be stunned, has to be really careful. MechaMacGyver with the fat confirm. Takes him to the corner, baits the blitz.
Oh my god, that was so sick.
He catches him, pushing buttons. MechaMacGyver doing Answer things, catches him on the low.
Oh my god, you can see when this character goes off, you don't even know what's happening yourself. That was such a crazy blitz bait too. He just goes straight up, just waits for it to full charge, and I'll punish you on the way down.
Yeah, MechaMacGyver on set point now, gets the air grab, 4 scrolls are out. This is going to be ridiculous. He hits the full combo. Yes, he does. Gets all of it on that big body with the knockdown, and Fu,
he's feeling
the instant. Oh, that setup is so dirty. The scroll into the instant command grab.
Man, burst just goes the wrong way.
It does it again. MechaMacGyver is in his head right now.
Yeah.
He knows what's going on. Will he do it again? Will he do the empty scroll? Fu finally has to mash buttons, get out of it with that quick 4-frame duck jab, baiting out the Shinkin there. All right, Fu has to make this count. Baits out the counter. Oh, doesn't get the big damage though. Fu scrambling, trying to get some momentum here. All right, here we go. If Fu can bring this back.
What?
Are you serious?
Where was that supposed to be blocked?
Excuse me, I'm going to be stealing that. Bates there, drops it!
And the 2H, he dropped the read that he needed. Even MechaMacGyver is recognizing, like, man, you made a great read there. That was unfortunate the way to lose that one, but that was a good set. And
MechaMacGyver getting the deepest sigh of relief because Fu was on the verge of running that all the way back.
He looked like he was sprinting with it.
That mix-up was disgusting, and I'm going to steal that as soon as I get back to my room.
Clip that, digital scissors, as TCC would say, send it to Clage. Because he needs to copy that. What you need to do is copy me purchasing BlazBlue. You can buy it on multiple platforms now, including PC. You can go get it if you want to play on the Arc Revo Tour. BlazBlueUniverse.com/BBCF/buy.
And speaking of the game, you are watching Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator 2, available now on multiple platforms. Go to guiltygear.us, GGXR, Axis Games, bringing it over to the States. Why are you not playing this game? Have you seen how good it is?
It's awesome. You know what's also awesome? Under Night in Birth. EXE Late SD, that is the latest version. It also just came out on PC not too long ago. If you are not on the Unist wave, I can tell you that you're missing out. This is absolutely, without a doubt, one of the funnest, most expressive fighting games you can play right now with an incredible balance.
And it just keeps growing. Every tournament, more and more entries. And Gaming Generation, speaking of tournaments, the best in the business for your equipment for any kind of esport event. They have all the consoles, they repair things on the spot, they can fix sticks, offer up all the monitors, all the setups. Gaming Generations, they do all the major fighting game events. They're absolutely wonderful staff to work with. If you need someone to set up equipment for your event, get in touch with GamingGenerations.com.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I just want to say thank you guys for having me here in the Midwest. One of my goals early on when I was commentating was to commentate Guilty Gear in the Midwest because this is a storied scene. This is a scene that has been so dominant throughout the years. This is a scene that's loved Guilty Gear. That is why we have a gear-centric tournament in the Midwest. It's called Frosty Faustings. This is the 11th edition. Thank you, Clage, so much.
Hey, always,
This
man.
is a
Pleasure
blessing,
to be with you.
privilege, and I appreciate you guys for being here with us.
Yeah, and we are not done, of course. We still have top 16 to go, and tonight, the main event, someone gets their ticket punched to Arc Revo Evil World Finals right here at Frosty Faustings. That'll be live tonight at 10 o'clock. Top 16 coming up as well. And we have a whole lot of other games yet to finish. Be sure to tune into everything. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break. Everything will be coming up soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Peace out for now.